We're starting. Hi. Hello, everybody. We're doing the thing. Don't mind how bad Lucky sounds. I'm assured he's actually alive. I'm assured of this. That yay was so short that almost like a brains.
Sorry.
I was actually thinking of that at some point. Like, oh no, Lucky's a zombie.
So, wow, quoting that really doesn't work. Yeah, no, that's not on UX. That's just, I was like, wow, okay, that really doesn't translate.
Oh, because I just...
But I was just going to say, so we did Destiny. It's hilariously weighted towards light side. Sorry, I yawned. I also didn't go to sleep early last night, but I just did the me thing, and I just stayed up until 8 a.m. again. Sleep.
Okay, so I got 3 success for each on.
Yeah, that was the last roll I did, and it had the 3 setbacks. I assumed it was piloting, because it was just after my Mega gave the drill stats.
Yeah, it was probably for that.
Wait. Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know what the 3 would have been for then, though. That's usually important.
It was just like 2 yellows, 2 greens, 2 purples, and 3 blacks.
Anyway, I'm trying to start the episode. So, Destiny is that. We rolled duty and obligation that triggered. Usually this is the part where you guys say what you did with your EXP that you totally have.
Okay, so I'll go last.
Let me double check here. Yeah, no, I did not spend my XP. There was something that I want, and I'm only 5 XP away. So I'm saving onto it.
I only got like 5 XP, so it's gotta be Axe.
Okay, Axe.
I think I'm still holding on to it, because I have like 10 sitting on right now. So
okay. That probably means you spend it on something, because 10 seems like a weird number. But
let me check.
See, Axe can't ever respec, because clearly he doesn't literally write down every moment he spends the XP exactly when he does it on when. Not that it's that hard to check with like Google Docs, I'm just saying.
Right.
Loth, you didn't actually spend any EXP on anything, right?
No, I just got the 5 XP you gave me for roleplay, and that's it.
Role-playing.
Okay, so... guess I can fill the dead air here. So I respect from... Okay, go Axe.
I'm just checking my previous...
Okay, well that was the reason why he was speaking, was because you're still checking.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'll fill things here. Okay, so I respect from Pathfinder to Hermit, and I also took a point out from my Force Enhanced roll, because don't think I'm really going to be that punchy guy, so. And so I got like 75 points worth of talents, which was about the same amount. So I got things from Hermit, so it's like Soothing Tone, another thing, a grit from them, then Condition, then Ammo Bond Improved, which is sort of weird because I sort of went down the straight line.
Okay, I was about to say, wait, so you
get...
Are you allowed to buy improved talents without the basic?
I've never seen anything...
In Genesis, you're not allowed, or at least it says you can't benefit from it. I don't actually know if that's a rule in Star Wars.
Usually a lot of the times...
I don't think I'm allowed to benefit from it yet, because it's just there. But
it depends on what it says, because I think some of them require you having the base one, because it just makes it better.
Yeah, like what Axe says. Usually they're an improvement on the base one. Like if I have improved parry or reflect, but no fucking parry or reflect, I can't actually take the parry or reflect action, so it does nothing for me.
Like for Ryan's improved Clanker Killer, it just adds an extra bonus to having ranks of Clanker Killer.
Yeah. The question is, do you actually... Because like I said, in Genesis, the talent descriptors literally say you can't get this talent, well, because they don't have trees, so... But it's like, you can't have improved parry unless you have parry. That's not how that works, kids. Let me actually pop open. Is improved Animal Bond in Core F&D?
What is the tree from?
Then, I think, Seeker.
Okay,
it's a Seeker book.
Savage Spirits.
Savage Spirits.
Alright, because I guess I downloaded the unlimited power on that.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure, but it didn't really say anything about that.
So, let me check. New talents. Animal Bond improved, force talent, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. It does not say in the expanded description, so you can, in fact, have that.
But
it just...
It's pretty much inactive until I get the basic.
Yes. Okay. So that works out. It just, you can't much like you said with the parry reflect thing, you can't, because it's all about proccing when you blah 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 with a blinded animal. Well, you don't have a blinded animal because you don't have animal bonds. So
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry about that.
And then
Slight
after
rules
that,
difference.
I got natural outdoorsman as the final thing.
Yeah, seeing the tree now. Actually, a pretty good tree. So I checked it. It's like, oh, I actually have no experience because when I said that I was actually away from my computer, so I apologize. But I just got survivor's instinct, so that when I take a critical injury, I can spend destiny to then roll the critical injury table a second time, and I pick which one I get.
It's a pretty good one.
So what are you saying?
When he suffers a crit, he can
he
flip a
suffers
destiny
a crit,
point
okay.
to basically roll twice and pick the result.
Okay, nice.
Well, yeah, it's also once per session, but I feel like I'm not going to get severe crits that much.
Yeah,
sometimes you
and
can take it.
I think you can wait to see what the crit is. So if you get
Yes.
like the dumb one, like, oh, you take one strain, you can be like, that's fine. Oh no, my
Yeah.
hand is going to get blown off. Let's re-roll that. Let's not
Or
do
it's
that
like
one.
it's like blind. Oh no, let's roll that. No, we'll do something else.
Let's not get through, because honestly, replacement cybernetics are still a little bit expensive and hard to find. And unfortunately, the serious injury criticals are very brutal. Like losing a limb or getting blinded or whatever permanently is like a real pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Just wait till Lucky finishes out martial artist. Just wait. Wow.
Oh yeah, precision strike.
Yeah.
Hey, I can just pick my crits. Kalima.
Yeah, it's just like things like the average one where you can just be like, yeah, I can just hit again.
Yeah, I don't want to tangent, but that is definitely
That's
something that Lucky is building towards. He's building to making a crit monster in Aramaa using her fists.
Well, that would definitely simulate the aura effect. You just continue to spend stuff to crit and just keep punching them. Punch. Anyway, okay.
Let's see what here. Once per session after critical, but before the result is rolled, they may spend one destiny point. Then must roll 2 results, and then so chooses. which
Okay,
one.
so that is
I guess it
not
depends,
as
it just-
good, but still, it's if you know you're about to take a bad one, you can be like,
If it's like really
roll
high,
2 of
yeah.
those, please.
Yeah.
And hope that, somebody whiffs. Alright, so we go for a little bit. Let me really quick remind everybody of this, since this is a recording. It's being recorded. This episode is brought to you by our patrons like Aka Comics, Blacklist G, Carlos Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Kelly Denton, Nestor Flores, Rogravin, Shawnee P, some guy named Bob, Sodasano for 723, and Video Game 75. Blah, blah, blah. You like what we do, support us on Patreon. Go do stuff. I literally, before this got started, I was on Patreon, and I posted the audio for a previous session, which was slow. And that'll go into public. Oh no, my copyright. No, it's fine.
Oh no, I sang too perfectly.
It's fine. What the fuck is Foghat even doing these days? I don't even know. Alright. Okay. We are now 10 minutes in. Let's do the thing. Okay. So, debate aside about how that roll actually turned out, yes. Camo is in position to make his drunken lawnmower run on the wall. He just needs to decide whether he is actually going to drive this thing all the way to the wall himself, which will mean he'll probably be in more danger, because he'll be right there if something goes wrong, or if the enemies decide to stop the drill or whatever. However, if you do the old put a cinder block on or a giant volcanic rock, whatever, on the gas pedal, then you have less control about the outcome, because you're no longer steering. So,
Yeah.
I'll give you a sec to think about that, because I also need to go back to the other group of player characters, because they also have a decision, which is that the 2 Jedi have scrolled up into the gatehouse of the Stormgate, and beat up all the assassins with sniper rifles, overlooking the place. And you guys now basically have a decision where you 2 are up in the gatehouse. All your clones are on the ground, but they're by the gate. And preferably, you guys, you need to decide whether you're going to try and pop back down out of the gate and just blow them open, which would mean they can't be closed, or if you guys want to basically continue rampaging around in the Stormgate and find whatever mechanism opens the gates.
Well,
and
if I
possibly fuck
remember,
their shit up.
correctly, Boots was outside of the storm
Yes,
gate. But
I
he
did
was
say
like,
the Jedi were up
yeah,
there and the
right down.
clones are on the ground. So
yes,
Boots is
So
on the
I guess
ground,
Boots on the ground.
Oh, but I could just a
contemplating
question to
his
ask.
life choices. Yeah, what's up, Max?
If I drive into the wall, can I just make a stealth check to like hide away during the chaos of it hitting through the wall?
Okay, you lost me at that last bit.
If I drive the drill into the castle wall, could I roll a stealth check to like hide during the chaos? Oh, like for Camo just to hide away with his like optical camouflage.
Okay, yes, you can sneak away. There will be a lot of noise and cover and stuff.
I thought you were about to be like confuse the enemies. Like, is that a pulp plant driving that drum?
No, I didn't think it
Holy
was that
shit.
bad. I was just like, wait, hold on, run that by me again. I need to make sure I understand you because it kind of sounded like you wanted to like somehow stealth to like be invisible
Drive.
again after driving through. I'm like, what? No, you can sneak away from the chaos point because it will be very loud and messy.
right.
Quickly, before we move on, like thinking about Boots' lifestyle, he's like, was I meant to be a pincushion in a previous life? What the hell's happening? I keep getting shoved with needles.
They go
As
through
you
this
tape a band-aid over the tiny needle hole in your shoulder.
Oh yeah, and also for people who, because I did it after session ended, I spent a stim pack and healed up a bit.
Healed up quite a bit because you're a stim pack.
Neck, it's a heal 7.
But yeah, so Axe is thinking thoughts. Jediman in tower, are you thinking thoughts?
Let's see here. So, how big is the gatehouse? I know we're in like only one part. We're in one part.
So the gate itself has, like typical gatehouses, it has technically 2 gates, front, back, and a short corridor. It's probably only like maybe 10 meters tops, end to end. You know, single first down. The gatehouse is a little built up around that, so it's probably got more than like the equivalent square footage of being like 10 meters on every side. It's got like crenellation, so the upper lip kind of reaches out a little bit, so you've got a bigger platform. You've got murder holes and all that other fun stuff. If you had to guess, there's probably basically, just quick estimation, there's probably basically like 2 observation decks, like on the front and back, so you can see out of them and shoot at people. And then the middle would actually be whatever mechanism operates the gates.
Okay.
So there's, in the dimly lit room you're in, which is one of the observation decks, you can see, well, it's very dark in here, but that doesn't matter to Aramaa, actually, that's right. So, yeah, you know, Kavis has to, like, rub the rainwater out of his eyes and whatever, and sees, you know, occasionally dimly lit blue lanterns, but Aramaa, you see probably a pretty big room, got stations for, you know, probably half a dozen or more guys to stand at arrow slits or murder holes or whatever and fire out of them. You see that there do appear to be some tubs of unlit but ready, basically oil or asphalt or whatever, ready to, you know, be ignited into improvised bombs. And there is it's still probably a mostly wood construction, but there's a secured, you know, door with like a bolt or whatever into the next room.
Do I want to? Well, technically, hang on. Lucky's considering spending some EXP right now because he just realized this is what something could be useful for. Give me one moment.
Okay.
So, I gotta open up a book. Because I was just thinking, like, man, if I could just use sense, I could just be like, is anyone on the other side? I'm like, oh yeah, this is what fucking sense is actually for, god damn it.
Correct. This is actually what having longer range sense is for.
This is also right
and
after the thing.
you don't have any range upgrades for sense is the thing, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm going to look in the thing to see if I can get those real quick.
The default power of sense is, I think, life forms it short?
I think so. Maybe.
You could probably get right next to the door in sense without spending any EXP, but your range will be limited. If you want to cover the whole tower, you probably need to go at least to medium. And then, you know, up from there exponentially. So while Lucky's looking stuff up, Axe, how do you feel about...
I was more asking if, like, was Camo supposed to message back that he's in position, or was Aramaa supposed to message him basically to do the thing? Like, when he's...
I don't know about...
Aramaa would probably say, you message her, because she doesn't know how long it'll take you to get everything set up.
Alright, well, it's like he probably would have... Camo would have, once he's in position...
I think you tried to signal you were in position before you actually had enough time to get in position, so I think you already said you were ready to go.
But now he is,
yeah.
So...
yes.
Just like, I feel like probably... Now, obviously, him doing it, so it's like just waiting for your call, because...
Okay.
He's gonna do it for, like, you're in the middle of something.
Even when you get the signal, there's still the question, what are you actually going to do?
Oh, I'm gonna drive it to the wall.
Okay.
Because I feel like Camo has enough ability to, like, get away.
Okay. No, that was just my question.
Wow.
All right. So, wait for the decision.
Yeah, so for 15, I would need 15 to get to the range. And I have exactly 15, so maybe you mind if I spend my 15 right now?
No,
Take
go for it.
control.
You get the XP.
Yep, so I'm right now spending 10 to get the current thoughts. I can now read minds, and then range band. Great. Okay. Alright, so Aramaa is going to slowly make her way to the door. And
If
That's
you're
always on for you?
if you're
The what?
being slow and steady, you don't have to make stealth or anything because it's raining like the bejesus outside.
Is stealth always on for you because you're a Miraluka? Or sense?
what?
Is sense always on for you because you're a Miraluka?
No, not exactly.
not exactly, no. I see through the force, but it's different than, sensing life force.
If you are physically like looking at a person, you can actually tell stuff about them. But that's the funny thing. Like Aramaa can't necessarily perceive through walls. Just
Because-
concealment is ignored. But it's basically the Force paints a picture of what the world is to you.
I can't see through the wall because the force tells me there's a wall there.
So you don't have to worry about like running into anything. It's just, and as we've noted, darkness and smoke and stuff don't matter at all because the Force is just like, there's a cloud of smoke here and there's a dude in it. There's a dude in this cloud of smoke.
Alright, so Moose Melincetti, she gives me her, and she will extend her sight through the force to sense all living things within range. So I must make a roll, not in gacha games.
Nope, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Not again.
Is your so you're dropping the commit for sense
Yes.
for now?
For now.
It's important because that means you get all three of your forces.
Yes.
3 dark pips, by the way, people at home who can't see this.
That's just
If we ever
unfortunate.
just go that means the dice have done something.
We've been
And usually
bamboozled
not.
by the
It's
dice.
usually not a really, really good or really, really bad thing because then we'll be like, dice, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's your? You got a lot of light side destiny points. What's your strain looking at right now?
My strain's not looking that good. It's really
You might
not.
pass out if you do this, I think.
Well, I'm not passed out. Oh, good. My energy's coming back. I'm at 12 out of 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Like-
3's not the worst, but you will have to fight more guys. So it's
Yeah.
that's a parry, isn't it? Parry's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole parry right there. If you will, you probably only need 2 for like 1 range, but still, that's very spicy. Do you want to let it lie?
So I'm gonna let it lie. So
And then you tend to flip the
Aramaa
dark
is
side
just
to
kind of
the opposite.
like, nope. The force is disturbed here. I can't see.
Yeah,
Just-
I think for like fluff purposes, you try and like reach out and sense, and you just get this vague, especially in the newer canon. But the dark side is always referred to as cold. You just like more so than being soaked in rain, because even soaking in rain on Soholiv, even in the north, it's still like if you pull out a temperature, it's probably like 60 degrees burger at worst. Like if not like 80 degrees with 100% humidity, right?
Ugh.
Like it's still, even though you're drenched in, well, actually you guys are indoors, so you might be a little chilly, but it's warm here on Soholiv. It's just a warm planet. So what you feel in the other room and in this place is just a weird, pervading sense of coldness. And you cannot get a fixture on life forms or anything. It's just not right here.
Oh, also, I picked up my lightsaber and shield. I forgot those were. No, it does not count because technically it's not a failure because I'm choosing not to use them.
Oh, okay. That's,
Yes, and also it's not a skill check; it's a force power check.
all right. Just
But
If it
So-
also involved a skill check, it could, but this isn't it. This is just your old points. You choose not to spend them to do stuff.
well, I'm still happy I bought this because I forgot this is how you fucking use sense. But Aramaa will, just mutter and curse softly under her breath. Excuse me. She's gonna make her way back over to the to a crenellation and get one of her clones' attention.
Okay.
And she's gonna. I don't think they have any common reception and equipment. We didn't see any sensor towers or anything, if I remember correctly.
No, you do not. There were no visible sensor towers, and at least in the gatehouse, there's nothing technological in here.
Yeah. So she'll do the old push comp button on the helmet maneuver
Click.
and just be like, Boots, get all the clothes in position. Don't it's like stand by on the explosives. We're gonna check out meat and Kavis is gonna check out the rest of the gatehouse.
Will do. Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me rephrase it. Affirmative. I cannot remember. The sassy bitch baby is in effect.
All right. The clones adopt a tactical formation.
Yes.
All right, then
You get ready to breach, but not actually breaching.
And to do that, Aramaa would have to go back down there and call mission specialist. So, we've already established retroactively that Camo has given you the signal that he's in position for his run. You're also telling him to wait?
Tell him to stand by.
Okay.
Will do.
So, yeah, let's go back to that door and let's try and open it quietly. If we can.
Make me an average stealth check, probably.
Average. Where's my pretty shit? I got some stuff for it. Because we have goddamn.
You have the skin, I think.
Yeah, I have the skin. But let's just start this flipping train here, and then roll yellow, green, blue, blue. Again, what did you say? Average.
Yep. This is not necessarily an opposed thing. This is just do you know how to open a door quietly?
Do I get boost for the darkness and rain?
Yeah, let's call it 2D boost for environmental stuff.
2 boosts.
It is dimly lit in here, but it is very loud outside. Mm-hmm. So unless you roll a shitload of, no, you rolled a lot of success.
Mm-hmm. The rain is loud.
Yeah. Probably just take a strain, just because this is full blown. Dramatic lighting, the only sound is the rain and just the of your heartbeat, but you undo the latch and slowly push the door open, and shockingly, the hinges are perfectly well oiled and make no sound whatsoever.
Oh my goodness.
Off in the distance you hear 2 people talking about about maintenance. It's yeah, no, already oiled up all the doors again.
So now you are in a centrally type room, and since you passed a stealth check, I won't make you roll anything to not be seen looking out.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what you see is there's 2 big wheels, basically, big push wheels, which are attached to some kind of elaborate counterweight pulley system to move the doors. There's one for the back gate, one for the front gate. There's about 3 generic Bando Gora cultists, glowing red eyes, which are just basically chilling, ready to move the gate. You also see, because you can see in the dark, that this room has more murder holes and slits, basically, because you're basically in the ceiling of the gate room below. Mm-hmm. So if you guys walked in here, they could slide open the slats or pop a trapdoor, and they could either probably jump out or just throw shit at you, and again, they're not lit, but you see more barrels of fuel or asphalt. And by the way, these are modern types, so these are space jerry cans or just plastic buckets of asphalt or whatever that they could set on fire and throw at you or make boil. And there are a couple more creepy, eerily blue lamps in here.
So is the room still bare of any technology?
Yep, and it looks like these gates are all manual.
That's not. Wow. Well, then opening them might take a minute if we have to just hand crank fucking.
Yeah, let's go, because you're planning. Let's give an estimation. So, theoretically, if you were to attempt to push one of these wheels and open a gate by yourself, that would be a daunting resilience check.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm gonna say one person only counts as assistance on that. If you get a whole team up in here, if you get one of your mini groups of clones, then it's only an average check with basically big assistance, but then you have to get a whole team up here. There is actually roof access, because you're under a roof right now, so you'd have to, get them all the way to the top of the tower and let them in a trapdoor.
Yeah, but...
and rope.
If we did that, then there's no point for us to blow up the damn gate.
Right.
Well, either way, these Bando Gora, do they look particularly menacing at all? Or they just
no, they're just, black robes, glowing red eyes. Well, 6. There's 3 in one corner, 3 in the other. There's 2 groups of 3.
2 groups of 3. If we can do it quick, if we get a good drop on them, maybe. What's the rules for a sneak attack?
There's not really. It's mostly just initiative.
Okay.
Roll cool. You could probably roll stealth, sneak into position on them, and then roll initiative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, so... Marth, you okay with taking these guys on our own?
Sure.
So I would like to sneak into engaged with one group.
I'll
Okay.
sneak into engage with the other group then.
All right. Perception is
Okay, right.
cunning. So let's call this an average stealth check.
Alright, so there's...
Just will depend. Don't know about your equipment and stuff, but I'll go for one environmental boost.
One
Okay.
boost.
I think Marth.
It is an
like,
open room, but it's very, very noisy, still dimly lit.
Marth should have
Yeah.
like the skin that at least
Yeah.
gives him the upgrade to stealth and then 2
Yeah,
boost.
upgrade that 2 boost, yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Oh yeah, fuck, that's right, upgrades. I keep forgetting that.
And, oh yes. Okay.
I'm gonna heal all that goddamn strain.
Yes.
3 success.
All right. So Kavis is obviously quicker. I'm gonna assume that he goes for the farther one, at the far end of the room, because more success. Aramaa just takes her time and catches her breath, and yeah. So if you guys are just gonna hit him, just roll cool.
Okay.
Roll cool to attempt to go first.
Huh.
Huh.
Just interesting.
Watch, they get 2 success. Actually, wait, can you... No?
No. They have a willpower of 1, so it's... I think we know what that is, but just to clarify for everybody, for future reference, it's PC, PC, NPC, NPC.
Okay.
So,
Let's...
Good luck, Jedi.
striketh first.
Aramaa will go first.
Okay.
And no point in just getting out the lightsaber. She is just gonna go for the quick and dirty takedown with her fists.
Punchify. Alright.
Punch her eye. So
Yeah, average. They have no defense or nothing. They do have the feel no pain ability, so you increase your crit rating by 1.
I will. Well, since I'm already in position, I'll spend a maneuver to aim, and I'm going to spend another destiny point. Because why not? I'll start failing eventually and getting them back. So it's gonna be yig with a buh, 2 puh, excuse me, and then some fuh. I believe that's it for my raw shenanigans. Yes. So make this check. Okay.
Okay.
So my check was 1 success, 1 triumph, and 3 dark side.
Yep.
So, well, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the 3 black for now. I will use the triumph, because I'm assuming this is a minion group, right?
Yep, no, these are all minions.
I will use that triumph to crit and instantly take one out, which...
Okay. You
I
karate
personally
chop
think-
him in the back of the neck and he falls over. Bleh.
And then I will just... Let's see here. I will activate Martial Grace to spend 2 strain and add 2 damage to my attack as I calculate my full damage as 1. Let's see here. So it's going to be 1 damage plus my Crush Gaunts 6 plus 2. So 9 damage total. Pierce 3.
Okay. So we still have 2 soak left. So that's 7 damage. So that's another guy down.
That's my turn.
There's 2 left, which is much soaking. Yeah. So you karate chop one and then just power punch another guy in the open palm hand in the center of his chest, and he flies across the room. Bruh.
Mhm.
And then there's one guy left on the wheel who's just like, "Whoa?" Right. Okay, Kavis.
Okay. The only thing you can really do is, technically not really only. I'll just lightsaber my group.
Well, the jig is up. Aramaa did punch several dudes.
Yeah. Okay, so time to lightsaber. So, quick drive, lightsaber, guess I'll... Hey, what's my strain at? 0? Okay.
I think you've been rolling well.
No, what
Because
probably
of
happened is that he
the
rolled a
healing
shitload
strength.
to heal a lot at the end of
That's
it.
what I meant.
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is just, I guess I'll aim once and I'll strike. Okay. Any defense I need to be aware of? So it's just straight perk.
Yep. 2 per minions.
Okay, you, the.
Their strength is in numbers, not in not dying.
Did I just take all of them out?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's-
probably.
10 damage for each one,
And a try.
I think
Would
one
you
might
like to
be
crit?
One might still be up.
and they have X number of wounds.
Yes. Would you like to crit?
Yes.
Then they're all done.
Oh, they are.
Because that's like
Okay.
that's what, like 10 damage? Yeah.
Yes.
So they have 5. They have 5 wounds each,
Oh.
and breach 1. So no soak. So just Kavis just does a mighty cleave horizontally across all 3 of them, and just they all fall down. Now it is the one lone man, who is fighting Aramaa, and he will do something very particular.
Oh.
Which is, he's going to grab a lamp and run over and smash it into the barrels of fuel. So,
Oh dear.
This could get fairly bad.
It's probably like a signal lamp.
Yeah.
Also, I assume these guys are like repeat resistant, burning to death.
well, I mean, everybody is. They feel no pain though. Okay, that seems fair. They'll take a wound. Yeah. So he just smashes a lamp. He just grabs a lamp off the wall and hurls it. That was an athletics check, by the way, into one of the piles of fuel and stuff. It breaks. There's a brief pause of shattering and smashing, and then just whoosh. He gets slightly burned by this. There is now a fire in here. It is... Oh, where's the holocron, actually? Actually, no, I wrote it in my notes. Fuck it, we'll use that level of intensity for other stuff.
Mm.
So this is an intensity 5 fire.
Oh,
It is
geez,
technically
wait.
over there in a corner.
Okay.
What's the intensity scale for fires?
I think it goes up to like 10 or 12.
Oh, okay.
5's a
It's not,
pretty
it's not a
medium
small
one.
fire, but
It is currently localized to a small area. It's basically engaged, but it will grow unchecked. So, it is now top of the round. And let me actually, what you guys think about who needs to go. Open this one. Holocron.
Okay.
I will look up how fire stuff works. But yeah, so the scale, by the way, is like 1 to 2 is campfires, industrial cleaners, air filled with ash and fumes. 3 to 5 is flammable liquids, etc. 6 plus is torches and concentrated fires, and 10 is like lava. 10 plus.
I
So there's 10
wonder
plus.
if Arf could use move to gather a bunch of the rain and make a giant ball of water to drop
No.
on the fire.
I don't
Each
think-
individual droplet of rain would be a target.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just at least.
Now,
I mean, we
there's
do
a
have canteen.
bucket.
I don't think it'll put them on. Compass is almost over, Loth, but we weren't able to get them all in one turn, so one of them lit a fire.
Yeah.
Aramaa needs
That
to
peak-
Wonder if
roll
there's
better.
Did it have to get out of engaged with Aramaa to do
doubt
that, or
that.
not really?
He
The
had a
beacons
maneuver.
have been lit. Gondor calls for aid.
I doubt that there's any
No,
bucket.
this is... Loth, this is much more... Now all of China will know you're here.
Mhm.
Okay, so
With a side order of possibly burninating people.
Okay,
But no, he had plenty of
so
maneuvers to do stuff.
okay, so
I mean, it's cinematic. I don't care. So.
I was just more
Not
asking.
fitting.
we A1 need to take care of that fire. B take care of this rain guy.
Actually, the fire's already lit. I don't know if there's actually anything we can do now.
Yeah, there is.
Stop it from spreading.
Stop from spreading because it can still spread in this place.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's not actually, I should establish, since we're clearly considering it, it's not actually a signal fire. You are literally in an enclosed space.
Yeah.
It's much more likely this guy is like a zealous cultist who is trying to murder you with fire.
Oh.
Yeah, plus
I thought there
whole-
was slits and stuff that light.
Well, I mean, yeah, but they're tiny. They're arrow slits. Nobody's really gonna notice.
plus
He
the
shall
okay,
be
well, let's
cleansed
get
in the whole. He shall be cleansed in the
Oxygen.
holy flame.
being a stuffy enclosed room with not too much airflow.
Yeah, airflow's probably a secondary concern.
Let's see. What do we have to beat out of fire? Aramaa doesn't wear a fucking cloak anymore because she gets. Just
I have a
removes two
thermal
light-
cloak.
Yeah, then we're probably gonna have to use
Oh, yeah,
that.
that is flame retardant. Yeah.
That'd be an average coordination check. Or I guess
Yeah.
probably athletics.
Oh.
Coordination is supposed to be you putting yourself out, but
Okay, unless you, well,
Well, I said, if
We're
you want to go
both-
try and start putting out the fire, I will go punch
Oh.
the dude.
y'all go try putting out the fire.
yeah, let's go with average athletics to just beat out this fire.
Average, so you
And if you fail, that means you'll start your next turn in front of this fire and take some damage.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah. So you succeed. All right. So you manage to catch it before it freaks out too much, and rip off your thermal cloak and douse the fire.
Did the guy move out of engage from me when he went to go grab and toss the lamp?
No, probably not, because he just rolled to throw it. So
okay, so I will then spend a maneuver to aim once again, and I'm going to hopefully finish him off.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You triumph over his ass.
So I'm pretty sure if I use just straight success, I'll end them. So
I think you beat him already in like the basic damage.
Yeah, well, as I said, it's supposed to be usually damage first, then crits. But
well, what's your base?
My base would be
4, 6.
Yes.
Well,
4,
is it 6 is the actual damage of your weapon?
Yes.
Okay, then
Here's
that's
3.
10. He's even if you didn't have the pierce, that's his wound threshold and his soak. So no.
But,
probably use it to like get 1 strain healed.
Yeah, I know it's kind of a dumb thing to use Triumph for, but I'll spend those 2 light pips to get my threat up to 1 advantage, and
yes, you can technically spend 1 triumph to heal 1 strain. While you're thinking about it, I'm imagining that just while his back is turned to the throw, you just do a fucking spinning sidekick into his head, and he goes down. Plonk.
Bleh. Actions, urban combat, squad, and personal combat's probably further up.
Or you just, double fist back punch him.
I have the tables.
Blur.
Hang on. Well, you know what? No. I could just. You know what? Instead of one, I'm gonna upgrade my next check because this is the end of combat. My next check would be the check to heal strain, right?
Yeah. Seems fair.
Yeah, why not?
I'll do that. So I'll just heal 1 strain from this, and then I'll upgrade my next check, which will be the combat is over, catch your breath check.
So you guys can catch your breath, rest up. You defeated all those guys, and you stopped a horrific fire.
Good job, us.
Yeah, no strain, so don't need to.
General Commander, you're awesome.
Meh. I'm not the awesome one. Fucking Marth is the one who literally laser 3 guys to put out a fire.
General Commander.
No, I am Captain General, remember?
You're Captain General. Yeah.
So that'd be good. Then also because Lucky has finished the combat, I healed 2 wounds, even though I didn't get hurt, and I'm now down to 1 wound out of 11.
Nice.
Your armor's pretty awesome.
I realize that I get hurt a lot, so I'm all like, I need to do something that at least gives me heal over time.
Yeah. Healing.
You have the full courtyard kit, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, not hang on. Let me just roll this real quick. Yeah, that heals me 9.
Is it all your strain?
Probably not all?
Yeah.
Well,
No, it is. It's all. I was at 9 at 22. Yeah, so I'm at 0. I'm fucking fine. Thank God.
The
Right,
strange
you're sending
train
yourself.
have
It's
pulled
cool.
in to stop.
All right. Sick.
So awesome. Now I am less worried about the rest of the encounter. But now we're at a thing. We have taken the gatehouse. Technically, all right. So, Marth, what do you think? Do you think we should blow the gates, or we should try to lift them and get crazy with the spinning?
Right. Well, I think we should just blow the gate since this is not exactly
He's not wrong.
probably we should blow the gate since this is not really a strategic asset per se, and it's not that useful.
Okay.
That's a question.
Well, that's it. Leaving the gates. We have the gatehouse. If for some odd reason this explosive goes wrong, we still have this option, which is good. It's good to have options. Okay. So, let us regroup with the boys then.
Okay.
So, is there a way to get back outside without having us to shimmy through a fucking window again?
Yeah. There's a little ladder up to the outer wall, and then you
Okay.
just rappel down.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are repulsor-assisted units. There's need to make a check to fast rope down.
I wonder how. How do we blow the gates up if it's it requires being pulled up?
You holes.
We're really gonna blow a hole in it.
Oh, yes, right.
You're gonna breach. I know you've had this problem for 2 sessions. You're just gonna breach. There's no crossbar to break. You're just gonna breach them.
Yeah.
No, I just was thinking, oh wait, because they said blow up, it's not just cut open. So I just thinking wrong.
Anyway, so It's funny. Technically, I've been in a formation this entire time, but the clones can't get up here. So I'm always imagining what happens to like NPCs when they can't reach you, and they just
Yeah.
kind of like keep running into the wall, slowly shimming back and forth.
You're like, yeah, they just kind of bump into the wall. Occasionally, they stop. They pause.
Like,
You're in my spot, sir.
So, but Aramaa get back on. Everyone gets back information, and let's see here. I can use mission specialist. Was it up to leadership? Yes, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So let me go pull up mission specialist actuals. While I do that, Aramaa will call Camo again. He's like, Camo, just checking again. You ready? You ready with the distraction?
Ready as last time, yes.
All right.
While in this formation, the squad leader can use leadership to perform a single computers, mechanics, medicine, skullduggery, survival, or any knowledge check. The squad must remain in formation for the duration of the check. The leader can only do this a number of times equal to his ranks in the leadership skill per session.
Oh, so I basically use my leadership check instead of the check.
Yes, you use your leadership to yell at somebody in the squad to do that check.
Oh man, that's pretty fucking ball.
You got to make someone do the thing.
Yeah,
first.
that's why you're limited to times per session.
So I will use that.
First you should. I don't think you were in mission specialist before, so technically you should make an average to switch.
Yes.
Yeah, so organize them in a mission-y type fashion to do the thing. Assume breach formation.
Is it an upgrade for commanding clones?
Yes.
No, I don't have any boost for leadership.
No, there's only a couple of trees that have enhanced leader.
I roll.
No, it's good.
That's good. Now,
You probably want to take that triumph to get another upgrade on your actual do the thing check.
yeah, I'll do that.
Roll
I
on
got
triumph.
okay, here it is.
Technically, that's a maneuver. You could do it as an incidental, save even more time.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm looking at this stuff. It's like squadron combat, incidental, force minion, triumph, eliminate, free immediate attack. Nah. Yeah, so I don't have any strength to heal, so heck. Yeah, I'll just spend 2 of the light points and make it incidental. We'll be quick about it. Then I'll just add another success. So we're in mission specialist. I'll upgrade my actual mission specialist check.
Alright.
So
you
that
get the
will
demo
be-
man.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm 4 yellows now.
It's a lot of
Right.
yellows.
What would be the difficulty of setting up?
So it starts at simple, but you're using 2, right?
Yes.
So it becomes average.
What section in the holocron is this?
For what?
For what?
The mission specialist stuff.
Squadron rules. Page 18 for reals. Or for fakesies. I don't know. Whatever.
I just keep
If there's only one instance of mission specialist, so if you control F it, it's pretty easy.
I forget. Does success actually add damage to it?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, I got 4 advantage, so let's go with just full on. Then add 5, make it 5 success, and let me pull up fucking the breach charge that we're using. No, not gear. It's not in gear.
Nope, weapons.
Weapon.
You need, I believe mathematically you use 2 for this purpose, because you need to
Yes.
do at least 1 point of damage past armor 2.
Mm-hmm. I believe we did literally get a breaching charge, if I remember correctly. Or did we get Destro 6 demo charge? No, we got shape charge, didn't we?
Yeah, shape charges
There we go.
for breaching.
Okay, yeah, so it's... What's the asterisk for?
I believe it's that the breach only counts in the direction of shape.
Okay.
So somebody standing behind it does not get breached, basically. If I
Okay,
remember rightly
well-
from the description.
Alright, so yeah, so we shape it. So it's... And we have 5 damage, so it will be 25 damage, breach 1.
Alright. That's quite a bit of damage past armor 2, because of breach 1.
Mhm.
So it's prepped. No check to push the button.
And so we are going, I'll tell everyone I'll signal them to fall back.
Alright.
And hand to comms. Camo, do it.
So, what check do we do, or just do it now?
Yeah, just drive. So,
Alright.
let's see. Should this be... Yeah, let's just go with an average pilot planetary. You've got setback and stuff on this. There's no...
Alright.
There is some terrain to get over, but it's not a big deal. You're in a giant treaded crawler.
Alright. It's
So,
just this. Let's hope this goes okay.
Advantage.
I
but
didn't roll.
no
Okay.
Yeah, you only roll like one success. All right. Well, okay. You start driving. And you're actually no, this is perfect. You start driving. It's a very loud old machine, belching smoke. Rumbling, jumbling. I believe if I remember rightly from your jury rig trek, it was like this thing's gonna like explode and melt down in like 2 hours of running because it's old.
It wasn't that bad, but around there maybe.
Yeah, something like that. It's gonna break soon.
Yeah.
So you're trying to be gentle with it. You're trying to steer everything. So you're kind of looking out, and then you notice because there are, if you guys remember from the map, which I should actually post now that I think about it, assets, maps, labels. There's 4 of these yonder tower things. So you, Camo, are minding your own business, driving this big treaded drill thing, mining thing, trying to get the things in levers, and then you look up and you see, because you've got some darkness canceling, you see there's some guys in that tower that you can see on that far corner, and they look like they're pointing a thing at you.
Oh no.
So you do a standard issue, tactical maneuver. You pop a tactical stop so you don't reach the target, which is good because in the distance, in the night, you basically hear a and in front of you, there's a big spiky thing, like some kind of metal bolt or something that was fired.
Oh no.
All right.
Camo, do you have any knowledge of warfare?
I do.
Okay. Then you probably studied historical warfare. Somebody appears to be trying to shoot you with some kind of ballista.
Oh. Okay, so time for the backup plan of breaking off a rock, putting it on the gas pedal, and then sneaking away.
All right. Make me another drive check. I'll upgrade it to hard this time because you have less control, but go for it.
Okay.
As you can see them reloading. Everybody else, make me average perception checks with 2 setback dice. This is auditory.
Okay. I need to figure out, do I should probably look at the Destiny pool. Should I?
It's up to you, my dude.
You got
I can just go.
You got like 5. You can flip one.
You flip one.
Supposedly this is pretty important.
Yeah. Destiny L. Yes, there is.
I'm surprised I actually succeeded, but I'm giving side eye to that fucking threat. How dare.
Oh, I did it. Hey,
Just
It's pretty good.
double checking. What check is it again?
What?
Like just
Perception. Average with 2 setbacks. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey!
Kavis hears nothing.
Wow. I do have a drive.
He hears nothing very well.
so well. He hears something else.
No, probably not, because I don't think there's anything to hear.
Damn it.
Though maybe he does notice that there is maybe some stuff in those towers on those corners, out of the corner of his eye. Boots, you hear a thing in the distance. You hear a big loud twang, thunk noise. Aramaa, you also, with your keen Jedi ears, hear a big loud twang thunk noise, and immediately you start having an anxiety attack. Take 2 strain. Just like, oh shit, who's shooting shit? What's going on here?
Oh no. Not my strain train!
starting
All right.
Train.
Camo stacks another system strain on the vehicle, but I don't think it's a big deal. It's disposable, but you do succeed. You successfully put a rock on the pedal, and it starts driving forward.
Should I
And
make
you're
a
going to
stealth check
attempt
now?
to sneak away? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me average stealth. There's like 3 environmental, I think, because it's full concealment. So
Gotcha.
like plus 3
So-
boosts.
Okay, this is gonna be kind of crazy. So,
Yes.
all right, because it's my first big stealth check now.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
so
is
3,
it's-
then
it's
upgrade,
that
so
you're-
4 yellows and a green, a lot, and then 5 boosts because plus 3 boosts. Or
Concealment's great.
yeah,
Unless you're the guys who are looking for people who are concealed. Not crazy explosive, but pretty positive.
I just fade into the night.
Yeah,
Yes.
you turn on your invisibility, hop off, and jog into the night. Which is good, because probably approximately 1 round later, because these are slow-firing 1, a big metal ballista bolt flies through the cab of the thing
geez.
where you were.
Yeah. And
That is
now I'm
literally
probably
right
gonna,
now, like, peace
I'm-
out.
Camo's probably now going to go back to go back to the position of the commander.
Right. You're jogging towards the others.
Yeah.
You gonna let them know about the thing?
Yes, it's in position. I got shot at, so there's going to be some interference.
All right. There's
Identify
no
ballista.
check necessarily. Maybe 5 minutes tops later, you guys hear a loud booming clang and the sound of, rock grinding equipment grinding rocks as this thing has slammed into the wall and is now starting to bore through it. So,
Well,
yeah.
Ballistas, they're like needles, but bigger.
Well, that means, we're gonna push the button.
Honestly, it's shaped so you guys just get the minimum, flash and sound. Like 90% of the force goes forward and just blows out a large cone-shaped impact in the gate. There's now a man-sized hole. Bits of rebar and permacrete fly into the chamber.
Alright, and then, we're gonna yell, go, 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 and we're gonna rush to the second gate.
As you guys are pouring through the hole, Camo can probably get back up to you.
Yeah, should I take a sniper position or?
Yes, I would like you to be. I would like you to take up Overwatch.
Yeah.
Okay. But
That's what General.
we will then. I will use Mission Specialist again.
Alright.
Let's see here. Yeah. Good. I should probably put a roll.
You're playing SWAT 4. You tap tab, breach and clear.
And then another and then What? Okay. Well, that's it. Let's spend that 2 light side for 2 success. That'll add 2 damage, so it will be 22 breach 1.
Alright, it is armed.
Aramaa will heal strain because we're about to do a big fight. Actually, that's right. Camo, you said you got shot at. Shot at with what?
I believe it was a ballista, ma'am.
Wait, was it?
As in,
From where?
large bolts from the larger towers over there. The other corners.
Does that tower overlook the courtyard?
Oh yeah, no, they're open. They got 360.
You're bitch.
So mechanically, they have inaccurate 2 when firing at ground targets. They're not designed to depress that low, but they can do that, so they have coverage.
As I said, it's probably going to be being hit
now,
because they're basically needle rifles, but just bigger. Boots will get shot.
Anyway, I'm gonna push the button.
Alright. Beep. Your ears ring slightly because you were in an enclosed space when the second one went off, but you have blown a gap into the courtyard. These are my notes, by the way, on the towers. There's 4 towers.
Oh, wait, there's 4 of them. Shit.
Yep. Wow. However, you have realized that those clones were not technically correct. They do have air defense, just they don't use, man pads or SAMs or anything.
No.
Yeah, it's ancient as air defense.
It does have breach 1 and has decent damage, so it can still, an LAAT is basically a space helo. They could probably punch through the armor and cause some minor damage. But as a reminder, for player characters, that planetary scale image is times 10 on the personal scale, so that is a damage 20 weapon to you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Good thing I rolled
with breach 1. So, that'll probably be a nap for somebody who takes one.
Alright, let's...
So the courtyard.
Yeah, courtyard.
So the courtyard itself is, unfortunately, a large, wide-open area. It's mostly packed with gravel and black sand. There is kind of a vaguely defined pathways and stuff. And you can see Aramaa especially, but the rest of you kind of can see, little lamp points where there's, little stairwells or doors that go into the actual interior walls. There's some doors at the base of all the towers. As you stand at one end of the courtyard, it is a long range from the gate to the steps of the main hall, which is that big box-like central building on the map in the dead center. Mm-hmm. So that's the main hall. It's got, a flight of stairs goes up in there. The round thing, the smaller round thing next to that is like a big tall tower. And then that there's some other structures next to it. So the important 2 things, I think, that are notable about the courtyard, besides its openness and relative lack of cover, is, in fact, the 2 things that count as cover. So, 1, there is a landing pad. That's one of those squares inside the courtyard, which is big enough to land at least a SIL 5 ship and contains various outbuilding stuff, fuel tanks, water tanks, some maintenance equipment. Currently, there is a spaceship parked here. It is a Y-164 transport, which you guys would recognize vaguely as ship produced in hut space that's usually used by slavers and people movers. As far as you can tell, it's powered down because there's no like lights on or anything. But if there's guys in there, it could be trouble. But also, it could be cover for you because you do know that these models come, and you can probably see them vaguely, especially Aramaa in the darkness. They do have top and bottom mounted quad laser turrets, so they have actual lasers in them. The other square is a garden. And it seems typical for these guys. They like they're growing. You see like sandbags or paver stones that kind of separate the garden area, and it looks like from this distance that the sand and gravel cover has been replaced with soil. You notice a lot of different plants out there, and you can even see the vague glow of those hybrid lantern fruit trees. Lantern flute? Trees that you guys found at Camo Plantation, the ones that glowed creepily blue. That is also not form, it is from me. How could you do this?
I do that way too often.
And I will tell you that this is probably a vaguely medium-ish squared territory. It's basically scattered terrain or area terrain. It would give you an additional +1 concealment and might count as cover from something, like a ballista.
I've got an idea.
I have 2 ideas.
So, you guys haven't actually, like, fully huddled out into the courtyard yet, I assume. Because you're looking and you see it's a big wide open area. So what are you doing? What's your plan here?
The idea I have is going over to the parked transport ship, getting inside and using its mounted cannons against the ballistas.
I was thinking something like that too, but also like Camo, and then maybe some people going through the gatehouse across the castle walls to maybe get to the towers, so we can just take out the people gunning arming the ballistas.
That is also a move.
Because he could jetpack, and other guys could go through on top of the walls to get there.
Well, I don't want you jetpacking by yourself because I don't know. I don't think it's just one guy manning a ballista.
Yeah, it's probably like at least involve a group of them.
The what?
The windy conditions.
Yeah.
There's some terrain effects. to say nothing of that, technically he would have rockets strapped to his butt, which would make him a very visible target, which is not usually Camo's MO.
Camo tries to fly immediately, flies into the ocean.
Yeah, so, well, just real quick, if we're is there access to the towers from the courtyard, or we have to go back?
There are. I said there are stairs or doors that go into at the base of the towers inside the courtyard.
Yes.
So you can jog along the walls to actually get in the towers. You guys can just be complete mad lads and bolt all the way across to the main hall, which will not solve your problem.
Yeah.
You guys know that the towers are bad. You could yell at your reinforcements to start an air battle. LATs are armed with missiles and shit, so...
Yeah, the third one was what I was thinking of, but as I said, those ballistas could probably... How meteor are our transports?
My vehicle list.
Where's our
I did design the stats specifically to handle this. They're armor 3.
Okay.
Hull threshold 20. So, with breach 1 and base damage 2, technically an LATI will take 8 damage from them, because you have to roll successes. But they're not overwhelmingly damaging, but there could be, because, you have to deal damage to crit and stuff. There could be further damage points if they actually take the hits.
Right.
Let's see, is probably a crew manning these, so it's probably more than one guy.
I wonder if we should have a party, like, we have the clones stay in between the gates, and then we go into the towers to take out the people, and they all go in, and we make a defensive line to take out the
so remember, the plan is that we wanted to make sure to clear the courtyard so we can land our transports in here. Yeah, they got a landing pad, but there's still a bunch of fuck ton of open space.
Oh yeah, no, you could easily all this sand and gravel and shit, perfect parking.
Yeah.
But they're trying to make a parking lot here. We need to get rid of all the other previous infrastructure.
I think the critical tactical question is now, one, you know that they're a ballista. You don't want to necessarily wander out into open space without a plan. And 2, you don't want to park your ships or your allies in open space without a plan, because just because they'll only take chip damage from it doesn't mean that you want to necessarily let your allies get filled with ballista bolts like a pincushion.
Yeah.
So
what I think we should do, what we're going to do is we're going to ascend the towers. I'm just thinking, do we want to split up, or do we want to focus fire each one? You
don't know how many guys would be in each tower.
You can assume that there is a team. That is all you know.
Yeah.
As I said,
I would have.
ballistas are totally not a one-man operation.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was wondering if it's like the
I
same
would have
level.
suggested like I could
Plus-
try to act as decoy. A decoy as like trying to get into the transport in the middle there. But again, it could also be locked. But as a suggestion to draw fire away from you guys.
No, is that making yourself an individual target? Probably not best. It's at least not in the long run.
Well,
Who knows how long it'll take us to get up through there, and I don't want
maybe
to
we
just take
could do teams of 2.
teams of 2.
Because
I was thinking, yeah, like one clone, one Jedi.
Could be like a backup buddy, just in case there might be complications with one tower.
Aramaa
I go
goes
dibs on
take
Kavis.
Oh,
No,
okay.
don't put me with Aramaa. That's a terrible idea.
All right, so
But
this
didn't
is what we're gonna do.
Kavis- I guess both the Jedi have been kind of awkward things to do.
So yeah, so
So that is splitting up the
So
party.
I will
but
say, you've blown 2 holes in their wall, and you've driven a drilling machine into it. You notice there's not, like, at least yet, a giant tidal wave of cultists come to punch you, so
Yeah, which is
their response does seem to be measured. However, you guys can't, amass your whole tactical force unless you clear the courtyard, as you established.
all right, so let's split up.
And look for clues.
So on one side will be Aramaa and Camo. The other side will be Kavis and Boots. We'll split up our clones between them. Honestly, it's only an easy leadership check to hecking get them to form up on you.
Yeah,
So-
Yep.
But what
And,
Aramaa will do with her remaining clones is she will change their formation to what is it?
I need to actually check
Can
that.
I assist
Close.
in sorry.
Close? Okay. Close
Yes.
combat.
Can I assist Marth in his leadership check?
You can assist, add a boost.
Take a
But
Not
boost.
because he is a
exclamation point.
commander, he would also get an upgrade. Because it's a leadership check versus
Yeah,
clones.
why did and what?
Blah.
What part? I guess they just want to form up on me, but I'm trying to figure out what for.
So you can do dig in, add a black die to any attack targeting the squad or its leader. Skirmish, add boost to vigilance to determine initiative and perception checks to detect enemies. Also, enemies can't require 1 additional advantage to activate autofire or blast in skirmish. Close combat, add a boost to any attacks made by the squad. Mission specialist, which we've established before. Calm silence, which adds to stealth and search party, which adds to survival and perception checks. So I would
Okay.
say for you, dig in or skirmish is probably the right way.
So I make my roll.
Okay, I'm going to say skirmish then.
so just
So
to
I'm gonna
ask.
Oh, right. So that's after I form the squad. So. Yeah. Okay, so you
Next.
did the
If I wanted Camo to take a sniper shot at like the ballista people, and like the people who are banning the ballista through like the window, like what kind of shot would that be?
It would be you'd have to make a called shot because otherwise,
Okay, so succeed on the
as I
form.
say, they are the tower has armor 2, defense 2, so
Gotcha.
they're designed to be protected from casual bips. You'd have to take an aim action and a called shot, which would add 2 setback dice.
Oh, okay.
So now I need to make my second roll. I had 2 advantage on the first one.
No, you don't need to make a second roll.
2 success. Okay, down
When
for
they
the
are
formation.
in formation, when you create a formation, they go into the formation.
Yeah, I had to make mine because mine was in a different formation. So,
Well, it says
let's see.
leader
I'll do
can
mine
order
as
Well, it says the leader can order a squad into a formation by making an average 2 leadership check.
Yeah, that's after you if you want to switch or something. You don't. You've created a squad. I'm not gonna make you double down. That's dumb. You did the thing. You
Okay.
don't need to do it twice.
Okay. I'm just making.
Aramaa just had to make an average one because she already made a formation and put them in several made a squad and put them in several formations before actually.
Yeah, they're
switching
trying to
what she
run
wanted.
into the wall to get up to her.
all right, but
It's
I
like
said, I'll
the
just
classic Battlefront. You look at a guy and tap right on the D-pad. Follow me. Follow me.
Lucky, are you okay if
Follow me.
Camo try to temporarily take out a ballista person so we have a easier chance to run to the tower?
I mean, I'll say unless you kill the whole crew, you're not actually going to significantly impede their ability to shoot at you.
yeah.
It's more just give us 1 round to run or something.
You have
No,
one
we're
round
just
to
gonna-
run.
we're
You're
just
gonna
gonna-
you're gonna have to make a dead ass run.
Yeah.
Fair. I get bonuses for that actually.
So does Aramaa. We're both swift.
No, he gets
Tactical
bonuses to his defense based on how much he's moved in a turn.
Oh, really? That's neat.
Yeah. Camo is
But,
like Lancelot in the Holy Grail movie. He's just always on the screen. And then he suddenly gets closer and starts kicking ass.
Boots will put his hand on Kavis' shoulder and just like whisper under his breath, "Kavis and Tubes are clawing the rides again."
Kavis rolls his eyes.
Anyway,
Is
so
wearing,
let's
definitely wearing protective masks and helmets? Because I thought the Jedi armor had that too.
Yeah, no, you guys are wearing...
Are we going to get into this really now?
I'm just curious because it's like
Just sighs afterwards, like, yeah, let's get going. Do you guys have to
Alright,
take
so
care of the towers?
y'all should probably roll some initiatives.
yes.
Hopefully there won't be any.
Would
Hopefully there won't be
we
any
get the drop help
spider
us in
droids
case,
this
or would
time.
stop
I wouldn't like honestly. We have boss battles
Yes.
to do.
Oh,
so
there's
I would
one.
say hold it.
There's one advantage. Okay,
Yeah!
So all 4 towers go last.
Oh, this is cooler diligence.
More
It's like,
advantage.
probably cool.
Okay.
And somehow
Okay.
you're... Actually, wait, no, that does mean one of them do go before you. Because you rolled only advantages, and one of them actually rolled a singular success.
Blank success advantage. Jesus Christ, those towers.
They're still cultist teams. They only have 1 vigilance. Or
Oh,
one
right,
will,
yeah.
or 1 willpower.
Axe rolled.
So, yeah, Axe is rolling. I think he's debating whether or not he wants to rep reaction and stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was checking.
Oh, actually,
trying.
Boots and Kavis, roll a boost die. Oh, wait, no, it's only for vigilance. I'm dumb. Wait,
Oh,
screw
yeah,
it.
it's vigilance.
It is vigilance, though. It's not this.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Oh,
Never
okay,
mind.
what's our formation for our team?
Close combat.
We're in close.
Get rep reaction. Sure. Okay.
Well, honestly, I don't think that was necessary. You know that the
I
highest
probably
level was
should.
a
I probably should
success.
have done one of them, but like I thought it was like, oh wait, I have to do 2 because I have to.
Can it only do that once per session?
No, that's
just
rapid reaction. He suffers strain to do that.
Oh, okay. Hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I had 0 strength.
So you were 2.
I can't.
Aramaa was taking 1 stuff.
And as another fun character thing, Boots will say to Kavis, "Hey, at least it's not spider droids."
Yeah, those were pretty bad.
Well, that was awful. Like, yeah, they almost got the shit beat out of them from that.
So I believe this is what we're working with.
It literally
Yes.
took Kavis dipping into the dark side a little bit just so we could win.
So in this
Probably
case,
trying to cover, hopefully.
I will say that you are medium distance from the close towers, long range from the far towers. So
Well, we're probably each gonna have to take out 2 towers.
So it's
yeah.
perfect.
So we take
Go
one
for
takes
the-
left, one takes right. I
It's
assume
better there
being
to
left.
take care of the medium towers first, so it's getting covered.
I think they're
from all the
connected to each
towers.
other, so we can just go
Well,
from
yeah.
inside the tower to the other one.
Well, yeah, but
It's
we
a
still
wall.
gotta get to the first one.
Yeah, which
So,
we should probably do either.
who wants to go first? No matter what, it's mostly us going to be running for our goddamn lives.
It depends on
Yeah.
more of like who's gonna go last. Is more of a question.
I guess that's
I'm fine with going last if people want to go.
true. All right, well,
Okay.
then Aramaa will just yell, "Move, move, move," and she will make a double move action.
you move and you move.
Mhm.
So you go from medium to basically no distance. You are now at the base of the tower.
Yep.
I will say, mechanically speaking, if you are at the base of a tower, that tower can't shoot you. That's not how physics works.
Yes.
Yep.
You can't pop the ballista out and shoot straight down.
Also, maybe extra hard for the one right next to us.
And let me.
All right, that was you. Who's next? Who run next?
Ow. Okay, we'll just do a double move to the base of the tower as well.
All right.
Can he open the door at there?
Yeah, sure. That's an incidental. Actually, fuck, I don't even know they have doors. They're inside.
Oh, okay. Just
There's you guys can see a darkling spiral staircase up.
okay.
Black basalt rock.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, it's probably another medium distance off the ground, so you're gonna have to double move again to get up there.
That's
Mhm.
fine. It makes it easier for not being shot because it's 2 upgrades for the enemy shooting me.
Okay.
Kavis,
so
you're going next.
Yeah, I'm going next. I'm going to just double move.
Okay.
To the tower that they're not going to.
Yeah, we took the left one.
Yeah. So we're going to the right.
You're actually closer to where the drill is right now, so like it might be a little hard for them to shoot you. Maybe, probably not.
No, the drill's taken care of.
Hmm.
They either shot it full of holes or they threw a guy down there. But it was a distraction. They were busy.
Yeah.
They literally picked up one of their own and was like, go take care of this, threw them off the tower.
So
I
an
may
NPC
keep-
goes. So let's see. We've got Boots in the center, not doing nothing.
Hi.
Yeah, no, he's probably the most exposed right now.
I am.
If only because the other guys have to shoot at their own walls. Not that that's going to stop them necessarily. I mean, it's just a ballista. Excuse me. So yeah, let's versus Debutzen.
This could get pretty bad.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I probably should have set a silhouette for these things. We'll say 2.
Bring all the sick deck
Yeah, like
guys.
person size. Yeah.
If it's any worth in this situation, I have a single defense, but I
Yeah,
don't.
no, it
I'm not
matters.
sure. Oh, thank God.
Was he still at 1?
Well, that doesn't actually matter because that's only one difference.
I
They're
guess he's in the middle
a
of the
silhouette
courtyard
2
and,
blob. So
I guess he doesn't have any cover, so yeah.
they will roll. No, they're not very good at this. They are just weapon teams. Well, they're cultists, really. Weapon teams. So there's that.
It's easier to shoot like a flying vehicle than a person.
Well, yeah, I've already discussed that they're inaccurate too when firing at the ground,
Yeah.
guys. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
It's fine. So there's 3 setback dice on this because you have 1 defense and all that stuff. Should it actually be? Yeah, we'll go with. Actually, no, because you're. No, you're medium range, so it will be average for the one that's shooting you. We'll say that. We'll say that the right close one is firing at Boots because they see guys moving towards him and see that Boots is basically vanguarding at the back. So roll him. Me. 1 single failure.
Yeah.
A ballista flies over your head, smashes into the door behind you, embeds in the permacrete. Thunk. All right,
He won't
it's
say
your
it out loud, but Boots under his breath will be like, the needle rifles were more dangerous. Before, like, double moving as well to catch up to Kavis.
All right, now some other checks. So, Kavis, is your lightsaber out right now?
I mean, you quick draw it all the time, so are you?
No, it's not out.
Okay. Well, technically, I believe the way it works is a shot at the leader is still a shot at the formation. So, they will fire at the formation. There's no difference because technically you are silhouette +1 right now, so it's the same, so it's average. This will be Aramaa's tower will pivot to fire at your guys at the base of the other tower. Do you have any defense?
I guess I would have the defense shield thing I have.
Doesn't the Jedi battle armor have like defense too?
Yeah, there's defense 1,
that's
but
one, right.
I'm going to say the personal deflector shield thing that was the specialized one was.
Oh yeah, you got that.
Is that also +1 defense?
That's +1 defensive, +1 deflection.
Yeah, it matters. All right. These guys will actually aim because they can do that.
Oh no.
Okay, so here's a very important thing to note. You have a squad with you. Also, let's remember, how many clones came out with you? Was it like 12?
Yeah, so we probably each have 6.
Okay. So, when you're leading a group of minions in a squad, for narrative purposes, you can basically redirect a hit to them. They will be injured, killed, disabled, whatever, but you don't have to take 21 damage. So, yeah. There's no, like, morality concept to this. This is just, do you want to get shot with a ballista?
Wait, wouldn't it be 30 damage?
Actually, wait, no. I'm not that rude. That's just unfair. Because that's has to be 30 every time. That's dumb. Also, actually, I'm wrong. There's 2 other setbacks in there. Hold on. Oh, so it doesn't matter.
Never
So
mind.
they fail with threat. It's fine. Because they're inaccurate too. So, just a rule for normal. Yeah, so this one just smashes into the rock above you, chips rain down on you.
Okay.
Oh no, rocks are falling.
You're fine.
Okay.
Alright, now the far towers are going to go.
Fine?
So, they'll continue to crossfire, so right far tower will roll that same check.
Crossfire!
Is it shooting at? Does Camo part count as part of the group?
No, it would be depending on what they're shooting at. Also, these guys are still shooting at the other side.
Okay.
Yeah!
Okay, so we'll add 2 setback dice to Kavis' next check, but as you know, another one flies across. This one kind of scrapes and skips across the rock above you. You know, rock dust and gravel showers down, gets in everybody's eyes and stuff.
So
Except Kavis is only affected because he's not the one wearing like a helmet like the rest of the people there.
He has a helmet.
The Jedi battle armor has a covering.
It covers
No, my
it
bad.
covers everything. Yeah.
Covers the head.
So
Covers the head. You've seen the.
Pretty good looking armor, actually.
This one coming for Aramaa?
Yeah.
Oh no.
As a question,
what's your
I
defense?
Defense is one. I'll start it. I'll start the train. I would like to spend a point strain to activate dodge.
All right. Your spidey sense tingles, and you realize the other one's going to shoot at you. Having, as basically Aramaa, you guys both sprint up, and then you watch, dark blobs of metal fly through the night. Two of them come freakishly close to Kavis's group, but are just a little bit high, as rocks and stuff shower down on him. And now one of them comes for you.
Can I? Son of a bitch.
Me? Okay.
I was about to ask the question, then. I guess the camera doesn't count as being physically targeted.
Wait,
No, they're not shooting at you.
It's only 3?
Oh, yeah, no. I missed one. Well, actually, no, I didn't. What's your defense? I asked you that.
Yeah,
Isn't it 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3. Inaccurate 2.
We don't get any concealment from the environment?
No, I can't roll 6 black dice for everything. What the fuck do you want from me? It's not that... I mean, you guys are blobs of people. It's not that hard. I did also mention there are lights noting the doors.
Oh, okay.
So it's not hard for them to aim at you. They already have a hard time shooting you in general. It's just, hey, you're there. Okay. Anyway, yeah. What are you going to do?
Well, unfortunately, I think one of my clones have to take the hit. I literally can't take that hit.
Could literally push you out of the way and get pinned to the wall.
Yeah, probably. General, look out! This is still Clone Wars, so there's no blood or anything, but definitely a clone takes an impact and falls down.
Oh no!
All right, so it's top of a new round.
I'd like Aramaa to... It would be okay for Aramaa to make a fear check at this point.
Sure. Why does everybody make fear checks? Fear checks all around. Hold on, let me look at the chart. This is really spooky. People are dying. Shit's bad. It's dark. Fear.
Because Aramaa is not okay with this.
I wonder if Camo's gonna be quietly angry. He's like, I'm gonna go avenge him now.
Really afraid. Moderately afraid. Very afraid. Battlefield combat. Everybody roll me a hard fear check.
Discipline?
Yep.
Cool. I don't want to upgrade this any... Nah.
Even me?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Battlefield fear. You personally almost got shot by a ballista.
True enough.
And this man just literally got nailed to a wall. Just, Aramaa doesn't like this.
Well, that's another tally mark, it seems.
Wow, 3 threat.
Yeah, so you take... Oh no.
Feel that strain.
I think this makes sense. Well, you can still move, but you rolled 3 threat, Aramaa, you're staggered.
Okay. What's stagger do?
No actions.
No actions.
Including you cannot degrade an action to a maneuver. Okay. So you are just we do the Lord of the Rings thing. It's just like when the elf dies, where just suddenly we do the slow dramatic General, look out. Just the quiet sound and dramatic slow-mo.
Back.
Fear! Roll on fear. Roll them. Roll the fear.
Hard.
Camo's fine. Boots, you 2 strain because of emotional reasons.
Yes.
As you see a clone eat it.
What?
Roll fear! Roll them!
Okay.
Roll the fear!
So what's this hard fear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You get... Alright. Okay.
Yeah, wow, okay. Pretty good. So you still take 2 strain, but you can spend that triumph to basically have to make no more fear checks for the rest of this encounter.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Kavis gets a little of the agita, but he's just like, no, I'm in this. We're in it to win it. So, who goes first now? It's top of the round.
We can go.
By the way, slow firing 1. They cannot fire this round.
All right.
Okay.
So Aramaa will go first. I say that, but it's just keeping stuff. And she'll take her 1 maneuver to go up the tower. But note that she is pretty much just walking. Her eyes are unfocused. She looks like she might be sick.
What eyes?
Up against, I mean, that's right.
Face.
No eye. Yeah, no face. Just kind of leaning up against the wall. Looks like she might be sick. Does not look good. But she goes forward.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
Camo's gonna, as he's going up, he's gonna go up the stairs and take point, and draw his pistols as he reaches the top of the stairs, using both movements.
All right. Are you gonna actually bust out onto the tower?
It takes like 2 actions. It takes like 2 movements to
You
get
can
to
do
the top.
it. Environmental stuff's incidental. You can kick open a door.
All right. Door. Pistols drawn.
You see 4 culty faces, reloading the ballista, and they just go. They all unanimously spin to look at you with their glowing red eyes all at once, like a creepo. Okay. That's new, right? Yeah, it just happened. So, Boots, you have to go next.
Yeah. Oh, well. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I tuned out for a second. What did Marth do?
Nothing. He BRB'd. That's why you have to go.
Okay, in which case, kick in the door and go up the stairs
All right.
of the tower I'm at.
Both maneuvers?
Yep.
Okay. Are you also going to do the thing where you kick up the door at the top, so you are exposed?
No.
Okay. You tactically
Gonna
stack up
wait.
on the door. Cool.
Yes, tactically stack up at the door, and hopefully Kavis will be here. But hey, we're inside the tower.
All right.
Well, I'm at least.
Okay. So,
Kavis in.
there is
NPC
now an
go.
NPC move. It will make sense for the guys at the top of the tower to bum rush and attempt to slap Camo back down the stairs.
They're all mailing me, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
So there's 4 of them, so they do have brawl as a skill, so they get to upgrade this thrice.
This is gonna get crazy.
They do
Well,
spend,
you
by the
did
way, a
make
maneuver to
yourself target.
move to you.
Yeah, fair.
How much defense do you have right now?
I have defense 1.
Yeah, they can't aim, so they'll just roll.
I was expecting like, oh, they're just gonna shoot at me. They didn't hit, so I don't think they can do any like critical thing to me.
Well, yeah, they can't do a crit, but they can do stuff to you. Don't just ask me about what they can't do.
They push you down the stairs.
I mean, they could do something ongoing. I gotta look at the chart, though. Let me see. Let's see what's good. Upgrade the next vital.
No, I'm just seeing that image of thinking of an image of a clone trooper just endlessly falling down a spiral staircase.
No, though, they do the fucking Jojo to Polnareff thing and just, like, somehow push him down the stairs and he has to run up again.
Do I just like fall back to where like Aramaa is?
Oh, no, I've got a good one. They rumble forward and you move to block. One of them knocks one of your pistols out of your hand, then it goes tumbling back down the stairs behind you. Clunk, 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 clunk.
Okay, now I'm annoyed.
So you have one pistol and one empty hand now. And that's all they accomplish with all that stuff.
I have a really dumb question to ask.
What's up?
Can I jump and fight with my Beskad and a pistol?
Yes, that is harder. Because you know how you normally would upgrade
Yeah, I
the
had them
difficulty
paired.
once, it's twice if they're different skills,
Yeah.
and you have to use whatever you're worst at. But you can totally fucking pirate this, pistol in one hand, sword in the other.
I'll wait for my next turn.
Now it is Kavis' slot.
Okay, so since I'm at a tower,
It's two moves to climb it. Boots has already gone ahead of you and climbed.
Okay, I'll go 2 moves to climb it, and at that point I'll just suggest a quick draw my lightsaber.
Are you gonna bust open the door and actually appear on the top of the tower?
I mean, I didn't do that because I would have been instantly shot, but it's your choice.
I was actually hoping to be shot at because it's been like really hard for them.
I don't know, you're at the top of the tower. The ballistas aren't aiming down, but they still have to reload them.
Yeah, they still have to reload them. So slow firing, so I'm going to bust open.
Alright. Pacow!
It's very much reckless move, which is Kavis.
Alright, you also now are confronted by 4 culty faces who are in the middle of reloading a ballista. They just kind of, rah. Alright. All of them now goes. Well, all of the ones that are doing stuff. I think the 2 far towers are just going to take their sweet time reloading their ballistas. So, since Kavis is now exposed, some guys are going to rush up to hit him.
Okay.
You're still using your shield thing, so you have defense 2, right?
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
so 2 defense, they can't aim, 2 perp, 3 yellows though. Roll them.
3 advantage.
I can also make you drop something. No, I think they'll just fight defensively. They'll get +1 melee defense until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
They kind of they move to surround you but keep their distance, so you can't really move in on their tower, but they don't get close enough where you can easily poke them, so they're fighting defensively. Alright. So we skip the last 2 slots because those guys are busy reloading. And now, top of the round.
Lucky, you want to go?
If you want to go first, you can.
No, I was curious if you go up and you see my pistol on the way.
Aramaa's probably not in the frame of mind to notice such thing as a pistol at the moment.
Okay. So if I'm going to do like the swashbuckler maneuver here, would it count as me doing a melee check and a range light check?
Yes.
It would count as
I mean, for purposes of effects and stuff, yes.
I mean, you don't have to use one. You could just swing your best guy.
I can't just quick draw it, yeah.
Honestly, because the best guy's one-handed, because it is going to be really hard and complex, because it'll be like, you have to use whatever check has the higher difficulty, so it'll probably be the shooting one, because it'll be +2 and then plus another one because you're firing at a target engaged with you.
Okay.
You should probably just draw the best guy and keep the pistol handy in case.
Yeah, let's just do that then.
Alright.
It was still worth considering.
Yeah, it's just really... Unfortunately, I don't think there's a specialization that is focused on that, so it's... It's a little funky.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let us check if I have any. I just my normal pool for this. Quick strike doesn't apply because everyone's already done a thing. Don't have multiple opponents yet, but this actually would have helped in this case. But that's fine.
Wouldn't it? Aren't you doing a melee check?
I don't have multiple opponents yet.
Oh, you don't have it yet. Okay. Yes, this is why you get multiple opponents. It makes you really good at punching minion groups.
It's that and Sixth Sense are my next thing I'm going for. So, all right, so that would just be. This is average.
Yeah, it's a melee check.
All right. Green. Actually, I'm gonna aim because I'm already here. Green, and that's 3 boost and anything else. Just checking. No.
Pay no attention to Omega on Twitter. Wow, that is a bucket of advantage.
Yeah.
Well, damage first. What's your base ammo?
That would be 6. That's 7. So this would be 7 total.
Alright, so you really wanted some more successes on that. However, it's got a pretty low
crit
rating, doesn't
times.
it? Yeah, so you probably want to do that, because you're only going to do like 2 wounds to one guy, but you're going to crit thrice.
Yeah, does Vicious apply to like mini group thing or no?
No, because they don't roll. They just, a critical hit or critical injury disables the minion automatically. So
yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, I think you just... Because even though it's not super long, the best guy is pretty chunky. I think you just body them with your sword arm and fling 3 of them off the tower. You only cut one of them a little bit, but the other guys are just like, get out of here, and they go tumbling over the edge.
If I could think of
sharp point rocks below.
If I could think of like some like this, honestly would be some like Genji choreography right here, where it's just like sliced and like the bottom hit in the face and like the sweep under the leg and the push.
Yep. Okay.
And I think I'll heal one strength with the one remaining. So
you aim for that, right?
I did.
Okay. All right. So you're good.
Yes.
Lucky is BRB. That's okay. So Kavis or Boots?
Guess I'll go next. Right. I
Well,
have one setback and I have another setback. Yeah.
Yes,
Right,
they have
because
defense
I
right now.
haven't rolled yet, so there's that setback from that one.
Yes, your eyes are still a little bit red, or you still, even if your armor's enclosed, maybe you inhaled some dust or something. Maybe there's dust in your visor. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for aiming because they're all up in my grill right now.
You was all the way in my grill.
Lucky, I think you stepped out.
Boots did Camo did a Samurai Jack moment.
Yeah, because he critted 3 times. I said he basically just shoved 3 of them off the tower.
Oh no. Well, Aramaa wouldn't have seen this. She is still mid-tower.
You may possibly hear them rasp on the way down as they go by, Doppler effect style. Funk.
Well, advantage.
I guess that fighting defensively worked out for them.
Okay, so let's see. I need to go to the chart.
Well, a fun one would be free move disengage, so that Boots can just shoot them with a shotgun.
Yes.
I'll spend the 3 to disengage.
Free
I'll
mover.
spend 2 free maneuver just to disengage. I'm spending 2 to free maneuver and 2 to heal strength.
Okay.
Oh, I see that.
So yeah, Kavis does like a you whiff a couple times with the saber, they're too far away, and you just tactically roll out of the way.
Go one more PC slot.
Yep.
That's Aramaa, I suppose.
No, you have two overall because Boots didn't go yet. So it's just,
Yeah, but I'm just asking who. Like, we got.
you have one more in the order. Before NPC goes.
Boots, you can go.
Yay! I'd like. Well, since Kavis so lovingly rolled out of the way, I will now take wife number 8 and shoot these assholes.
Let me introduce you to number 8. What?
Drug
Oh no, they're a minion group.
Saboteur?
Drug number 8? What? Okay, so they're at short range from me, right? Because I'm still at the doorway.
Yes.
And accurate 2, so DB.
Are you aiming?
I will aim. Thank you, Axe, for reminding me. And I think that's it, yeah. Ooh, a lot of blank.
Yeah,
but
but
still
you
good.
did get some
It's not
decent
blast.
advantage. Yeah, it's 2 for blast. So, what's your damage to the primary guy?
Let's see, 8 plus 2 plus 3, so 13.
Okay, so they have 5 soak, so we apply. And no pierce, right, on this?
No pierce.
Okay. I don't think there is, but I always want to make sure to ask. Okay, so 13 minus 5 is 8. So one guy is just full of lead. Do you also want to blast them?
I will blast.
What's the blast rating on this?
5.
Okay, so that's 7 damage. So they all basically take 2 free wounds as they get hit with a scatter shot.
Yeah. And how many advantages to activate knockdown?
It is unfortunately 2 by default, I believe.
Oh, okay, in which case I'll just heal 1 strain if that's alright. Thank you.
One of them is blown backwards into the ballista, the others are, showered in shrapnel and just kind of Okay. Well, since technically some of them still exist, they'll go. And they will attempt to punch boots. So they will engage with you, and they get upgraded twice because there's 3 of them. 2 perp. Once.
It's interesting how I like to approach the guy with the shotgun, but I guess systematically it's actually the same as
Well,
maneuver.
I also just shot the fuck out of them. Of course
Yeah.
they're going to go after
Well, yeah,
me.
and the thing about gunplay is that there is a fine line between point blank range you can't miss and they are too close to shoot, which is
Yeah.
why 2-handed weapons like ranged heavy have extra difficulty, because once a guy is up in your grill, it's actually really hard to bring attacks to bear. Yeah. Okay. So I take a wound, basically, but do that. What's their default on this? Damage 5. 3, so that is 8 damage.
8? No!
But no
It's
pierce
just
or nothing,
their fists,
so-
right?
Yeah, they're just slapping, punching, kicking, biting.
I've taken 2 wounds!
You are just mobbed by 3 guys attacking you with literally all of their extremities. Their melee attack is called Frenzy, I would like to remind everybody. So yeah, they just go apeshit and start clawing, scraping, punching you, and you get a little banged up. Okay, it is now the last PC slot, which must be Aramaa.
So how long does the stagger last?
It's over now. It was
That's
your
over.
first turn, so.
So Aramaa takes a deep breath, steals her shoulders, and she'll take her maneuver to ascend to the top, again to the top of the tower.
I know you said you wouldn't notice, but because you have magical 360 vision, you do notice there is a pistol on one of the staircases, so you don't trip over it.
You probably notice it's like the very
Okay.
customized one that Camo has all the time.
Well, is it like?
It's definitely Camo's pistol. Yes, it has a little piece of tape on the bottom that says Camo on it.
Well, it'll take me a maneuver to pick it up.
I mean,
If
like, we
lost
just list
return
off all the
to
things that
Aramaa.
actually
I
added to
I
it.
can't take 3 maneuvers in a thing because I
No.
cannot.
You just tell me you found it or later.
It's probably good. Just like I said, I just wanted to note you do actually notice it exists, because otherwise
Okay.
you might trip on it.
Let's see.
But
It's got blaster
All right,
actuating
we're
model,
not talking about
weird
nerd
wiring.
Stop. It's my turn. You can talk about
Shane.
your pistol later. Okay, but I will take note of it. But as I said, I won't stop because if one of his pistols is down here and Camo's not here, that must mean something's going up topside. So Aramaa will rush to the top.
So you get to the top and you realize that you're pretty sure a ballista requires more than one dude to operate, but Camo is currently sword fighting with his other pistol in his other hand, one singular guy.
Commander, a little hand.
I guess I'll just rush up and I'll give that one dude the bonk.
Group them on the snoot.
Just do the flying Superman punch.
Yep.
So either this one cultist is really strong, or Camo already killed the others.
I don't know, didn't I hear something? She's not sure.
You are, by the way, remember you are still in close, so.
Oh, yes, so I get a boost. Oh, yeah, let me make sure I mark my 2 strain because it took me 2 maneuvers and an action.
I looks over the lead, sees the 2 bodies in the force. Like, how the hell did I miss that?
Do they have any setback dice for concealment? I mean, did they give me?
No, because one, it doesn't apply to you, but also,
that's right.
no, they're shielded, so it's harder to see from the outside. But there are lamps in here, so they can see what they're doing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I've kind of like Loth. I've been zoned out a little bit. I'm just
That's okay. I got you.
Mhm.
Omega's shockingly awake for once, so I got you.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I remember getting really hotter, so I can't actually turn them out.
Well, it should be enough. Yeah. So I'll turn all that light side into successes. That'll give me 2 success.
Which is then 8 pierce 3, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he already has like 2 wounds from
Oh yeah,
from,
there's the guy slash right.
Yeah, being stabbed. So
I'll totally use that 3 advantage to heal strain though and go back to 0.
Okay. Yeah. It's just like I said. You just do you run up the stairs. You see a guy. You just do a flying punch and just boop him right in the snoot, and he goes brrr, collapses in a heap. Is his nose just broken, or is his skull exploded? We don't know.
General, did you see my pistol bell?
Yeah, she'll just kind of look at you blankly, and it's like it was down like half a flight of stairs. Hurry up. You gotta go take on the second one.
I think the last clone in the door will be carrying it and just pass it.
Oh.
Drop this. Throws it to you.
It catches on his finger and spins it around before holstering it.
Okay. So I will inform you that those 2 remaining ballistamens will spend both their maneuvers aiming.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Shoot through into the other towers.
Well, I mean, you guys are going to have to run along the wall.
Oh, right. It's not direct. You're right, yeah.
So you're going to have to... There is a walkway on the top of the wall, but you're going to have to run there. So...
Do you repost the map again, or just scroll to find it?
So is it top of the round again?
Yeah.
So Aramaa would like to take a maneuver to move to the ballista and take cover behind it.
Okay.
I will also be committing a force die to sense.
Sure.
But that will be my turn.
I could just ask, how long is the walkway between the towers?
Medium.
Okay. So I guess we could both of them make it to the edge of one tower, but it's still the other one could still shoot us.
Yeah, you could run right up there and then immediately get swarmed by how many people are there.
Or what I considered if Kavis didn't kick open that door, those guys were just going to pivot the ballista to point at the door, and the first guy to open they were just going to give him a face full of Lista.
Fair.
But you did kick the door open, at which point it was like, well, it's not loaded, so...
Yeah, so I guess we'll just honestly just taking cover and getting ready to run next time might be for the best.
Yeah.
Cover behind, the armored tower.
Alright. You duck into an arrow slit. Okay, right-hand tower, what are you guys doing?
Us?
Yeah. By the way, Boots, the ballista is a gunnery weapon.
I was about to ask, hey Kavis, want to help me load this thing up?
Oh, it's... now they get halfway through loading it, but yeah.
Sorry, So, okay, so Boots took care of the guys.
Oh wait, shit, they're not dead
you
yet.
got 3 guys.
I thought they were already dead.
Gotta shoot him again.
No.
I'm sorry.
They slapped the shit out of you. They still live. Who wants to go?
Kavis
is getting it. Not Kavis. Boots is just getting slap, slap, slap. And he's just like, hey, Kavis, could you load that thing? I want to use it later. So we got 3 guys. Yeah.
Right.
They each have 2 wounds, but they exist.
Scar should take care of them first.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I was looking for the
Right.
right one.
Right, so I'm disengaged
Very much,
currently,
yeah.
so I have to move to engage.
Mhm.
Then I'll... Right.
Well, actually, could I maybe go first, use my maneuver to disengage and then just fire?
Sure, you go.
So at least
first.
that way I'm not shooting at you, possibly.
Yeah, go.
I really don't want to shoot you by accident. So yes, Omega, I'd like to use a maneuver to disengage and fill these guys with shotgun.
Okay. You backpedal into the stairs.
I wouldn't view it as Oh, wow.
That's a 1.
That is a 1 success.
Damage.
-5 is 4. You plug 1 guy.
Yeah, so
Wait, no,
total
there's
9
another
damage.
Okay, so one guy did.
Yeah.
What was that? No, actually, wait. You have +3, though, right? Would that be 12?
Yes.
Okay.
My bad. I forgot about the...
It's okay. I forgot it, too.
7,
So, hold on.
yeah, be one guy goes out.
No, I think you get 2 guys, actually. Because remember, they've already taken 2 wounds, so... You catch
Right.
2 of them within the spray, and they just... There's 1 left.
Okay, I'll take care of that remaining guy.
Alright. Well, technically, they have a slot first, so... No, you know what? That guy's disengaged from everybody. He'll do a tactical reposition. These guys aren't necessarily the brightest or most preserving, but they do know when they can't do the thing, and there's a shitload more of you than there are of him. So he'll take 2 maneuvers to just creepy cultist leap bound, because you guys have seen the video footage, just all the way down to the next tower. So now there are 5 guys in the next tower.
Oh.
Oh, did they just run to the other one?
Yeah, he just leaps away into the night. And just hops off. Because he's realized there's a fuckload of more of you than there are of him, and thus that is not how the cult works. In Indoctrination 101, it's always outnumber your enemy like 50 dudes to 1, and then just beat him up with your bare hands. And the cultists are like, yeah, sounds good.
I know how it's meant to look, but I just pictured this the entire time as he's moving along.
I mean, it's not entirely wrong. He's less sneaky than that. Is there a version of this where Pepe Le Pew has the, lens flare glowing red eyes? That's probably more accurate.
I don't know. I looked at Pepe Le Pew and, Pepe Hop and all I got was just the frog.
Anyway, yep. So he bounced off. Because the Bando Gora subscribed to the Maniad school of tactics. Just have a lot of drunk people rip you to shreds. Okay. Now there's a PC slot. It's Kavis.
Right. There's no guys here.
Yeah,
Ballista,
he fucked off.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you want to command the small squad of troopers we have to take up positions and fire at the other ballista as well?
Right.
I'm not sure that's a thing you can do, but just as a recommendation.
Well, in order to have squadrons attack on their own, you have to dissolve your formation.
Okay, never mind then.
Dissolve them, make them not be formed up on you.
Yeah, because only then will they, because that's one of those things they specifically ask. When they're in the formation, they do not make attacks on their own.
Yeah. You have to shed the formation so that they can basically be a minion group with their own initiative.
Actually,
and I can roll initiative for them.
Was Boots and Kavis actually using the formation bonuses?
They were still, I think they were still in,
They were still in skirmish.
Yeah.
Basically, their clones are spread out, watching the corners, getting ready for a fight.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Whereas Aramaa's clones are there's literally these 5 guys are over her shoulder, punching or shooting anything she punches or tries to lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think I'm just thinking along here.
That's fine.
So we'd probably have 2 birds.
You can chase that guy.
I get, but there's 5 guys. But then
Also Ballista.
But then there's a dollar ballista that could just fire over there too. Well, actually, wait. Right. So 3 options would be 1, chase that guy. That would be the most Kavis thing to do. Number 2, you could make them change their formation. Change my own guy's formation to dug in. Or number 3.
Help your old friend Boots do a thing.
Number 2 would be doing that formation thing and help using. Number 3 would be doing that thing. Just thinking about what would Kavis do? Oh, of course. Just sorry about this. It's just me. It's I know what me as a player would probably do, but then it's this would probably go against what me as a character would do, so.
Okay, so Kavis is impulsive and stuff, but he's not suicidal.
It's like if you saw anything hit.
You are literally looking at a ballista. It's firing bolts that are a meter long.
Yeah.
I don't know how good you guys can be at stopping that with a lightsaber. So.
Yeah. I only have it's a freaking bolt.
Block a ballista bolt with your lightsaber.
Freaking heavy bolt. I don't think you can melt a heavy bolt all that much before it hits you.
I mean, technically, in Rebels, they block TIE fighters and stuff, but scale's really fucked up in the cartoons. Nobody can decide how powerful a blaster is.
And they keep stealing those Imperial transports.
Okay, so how many maneuvers would it take to get to the ballista?
It's just I would say it's probably a maneuver to complete the reloading. You don't have to spend any maneuvers to get there. You're in the tower that does the stuff. It is explicitly a maneuver to mount up and actually crew it, to actually fire and turn it.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to take a maneuver to do an average leadership check to change my squad formation to duck in.
You tell them to secure this tower top.
Yeah.
All right. Remember, you do get an upgrade, and I think we still have like 4 late points.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, that's fine.
Actually, I haven't been failing at all, so I haven't had a chance to flip any back.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it has been flipping in the back because these guys are actually good at brawling, and for ballista stuff, that's just rude.
I'm going to spend that. I'll roll
This might feel like you might have to, I think, start putting a point or two in leadership after this, I think.
He's got pretty decent.
2 success, 2 threat.
Threats. A couple of threat options.
That's squad.
Yeah, there is.
No, that's only for squad combat though.
For what?
No, I think this works. I will.
Basically?
When leading a squad or squadron, you cannot redirect the next successful attack to a minion.
Okay. Yeah. Oof, but
Just stay in the tower
I'll spend
for now.
another maneuver to reload the ballista.
Rackable. All right. So those guys, having realized that their 2 ballista towers have fallen, you guys do understand the Bando Gora are, well, let's say they're not necessarily opposed to the old, chop off your nose to spite your face kind of tactic. Oh, gee, a snake bit my hand. I'll just cut off my hand and this snake. Or, in this case, I'll just shoot my own hand and snake with my ballista hand. So, but because none of you are outside, they will be attacking the tower, which has rules. So,
It's kind of exciting to
scale,
gone
so there's 2 purples. The defense is 2, but they did double aim. So fire. I should have declared who I was doing that on. We'll say that's Aramaa and Camo because they're dug in. Let's see, so success or advantages. So it'd probably make more sense if I targeted the other guys. I might want to do that. Switch to targeting the other guys. Yeah, I think I'll do that because that'll make more sense. I'll spend 6 advantages to add 3 black dice to the targeted character's next check, and basically that's the ballista.
Mm-hmm.
So for right-hand team of Kavis and Boots, you'd have some setbacks to your ballista check, as basically the bolt gums up one of the arrow slits or something. It doesn't actually penetrate or damage the tower; it just blocks a lot of your field of view.
Okay.
So let's roll for the other guys and hope that they don't give me an equally inexplicable. Oh, wait, actually, no, I gotta reroll that whole thing. I'm dumb. There's no yellows in this check. They're bad at this. So never mind. I'll just take it back and I'll roll properly.
The tower also has defense, too.
No, that's why there's 2 setback dice.
Never
Okay.
mind.
So
This
6 damage.
much better. So that's 6 breach 1. So there's 1 armor left. So we will switch back to Aramaa and Camo and say that your tower takes 5 damage out of its 8.
Oh no.
A big chunk of the roof is just blasted out. However,
Oh, yeah, I checked. We can get the favorites.
So
That's
right.
Combat
Vehicle stuff is just missing from the holocron. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for cutting out that important part. Should probably complain to somebody. I'm not set. 3 threats. Because personal combat stuff really doesn't make as much sense.
Oh, okay.
That's vehicle combat stuff. I guess that's book.
Book.
Starship vehicle combat. Let's see where here we go. Starship and vehicle combat. Let's see here for threats. Prior maneuver. It still has the immediately may perform 1 free maneuver at blacks. The initiative shot for 3 threat. The initiative shot being used by active character drops to the last in the initiative order.
They already are.
Well, they're not exactly last, but yeah, it wouldn't matter much. I like the second one. I'm also looking at the chart. As advantage, straight, etc., decreasing the difficulty, for instance. So yeah, I think so. They've blown up a big chunk of your tower, but that means you have a much clearer sight picture to actually fire back at them. So I don't think are either of you any good at gunnery? Definitely not Aramaa.
No, we should probably just take the 1 turn of reloading to get to the door of the other
But
one.
if you wanted to shoot back at them, they would give you a significant advantage. And also, it's probably easier to sprint. I don't know. Anyway, time for the second batch. Grunts, Wuns, Perps, and Suits. Okay,
Yeah.
they just whiff on you. Choo. Pung. This one skips off the top of the tower, flies off into the night. Okay, it is now a top of a new round. There are 3 PC slots in a row.
Okay, so we are medium from the second tower, correct?
Yes, and they are reloading this round.
Alright, so, Aramaa?
And you probably don't want to be standing in this tower very much longer.
No.
I
So
say
Aramaa
we-
will drop the dedication 2 cents, and she is going to sprint the tower. I'll be spending 2 strain so that I have 2 maneuvers and an action left, and she's going to flying Superman punch again.
Okay.
To somebody, anybody, very angrily.
All right.
Camo.
No, Camo's back at the other tower.
I know, I'm joking.
There's 4 bands, so do it again.
So yeah,
What?
with a buh.
You're just gonna you're just gonna end up doing the fucking Smash Bros thing where this one guy's gonna get like blasted to the moon.
Game. I was just thinking real quick. Anything else? He does not. Okay.
do a live damage, I guess.
So these guys, the Feels No Pain increases the crit rating right?
Yes.
So yeah, you know what? Yeah. Aramaa, she is quite upset, so she's going to use that one dark side pip as well.
We're
To
running out points.
I know. This totally will not come back to bite us in a bit. So now she has 5 points to play with. Let me add a conflict and a strain real quick. Oh, I see.
What's
I
the
never
rating
rolled,
in your
I never
first
rolled my conflict for last session, did I?
No,
No,
we
I
were
think you're holding it.
saving it.
No,
How
I
do you
guess
know
hold on.
you
I guess
had
I'm up to 6 now.
How
I
much?
still don't know.
Oh no, you definitely roll it if it was that high. If it was 5.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember going if I went up or down or anything. I don't think I actually rolled it. Hang on one second. Let me roll my crit. Let's see, 1d10. 3. Okay, so actually I go up by 2. That's 75 then. And then go back down. That's 1. And then, let's see. So let me double check. Let me see. The crit rating on my Crush Gaunts is 2. So it would be 3. So, roll check here. I could. Yep. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is a minion group, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will drop 3 of my light side points into advantage, make it 6 advantage, and then the other 2 into damage, making it 3 success. So it'll be 3 success, 6 advantage. With the damage, that will be a total of, let's see here.
9 pierce 3?
Yes, 9 pierce 3, but I will spend another 2 strain to activate Martial
Yeah,
Grace,
your
which will make it
coordination.
11 pierce 3, and then I'll crit twice. So 11
Oh.
damage, pierce 3, 2 crits.
Soak left. So reduce. That was 11, right?
Yes.
Becomes
That's just 5 strain doing all that.
9. That guy takes. Yeah, so that's another guy out because they only have 5 wounds, and then you've got 4 left over. So the second guy technically, because you haven't crit yet, because time space game suit stuff.
Yep.
So the second guy takes, I think, 2 wounds.
I believe so.
Yeah, because
The
he did
pierce
4. So,
applies to every target, right?
so he's only got 2 soak, but there's 4 points left, so he
Gotcha.
takes 2. And then you crit and just disable 2 of them. So yeah, I think you flying punch one guy into 2 guys, and they all just collapse into a heap, and then with your other hand, just clip the other guy.
Okay.
That was the first action of the turn, I think. So
Yeah.
Oh man, this hurts me.
I'm fine waiting
Um,
until...
My friend just sent me a link. He's playing Arc Knights. He has both his top operator and senior operator tags.
Just go for the boast.
Yeah.
Still, damn.
Okay.
Anyway,
So,
yep.
right, so I've loaded things. So does Boost, do you want to go next?
Yeah, let's fire.
Okay. Don't have a black dice on this, so you're good.
I know, right?
Well, you do have black dice because they have defense.
Besides that.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah. So let's see. thinking of it all together, there's let's see, 3 yellow dice for gunnery. How many how
Average
difficult would it
difficulty.
be? Medium, average, and
Yep.
how many setback dice do I need to?
2 defense.
2 defense. So, okay, only 2 setback. Nothing else.
Yep, that's it. No.
Actually, here's a question: are you trying to shoot at the tower to your right or
Well,
forward?
No, he'd be shooting
I'm-
at his tower.
Okay.
Yeah, at my tower because they're shooting at us. I
Yeah.
wouldn't shoot at your tower because you guys are there as well. Just take out Aramaa with a ballista. Like, yeah, no, that's not a good idea.
The
Somehow
secret
you-
plan to get rid of her forever. Ooh.
I'd like to use Natural Trooper to reroll a once per session
Gunnery.
Yeah, go for it.
gunnery or ranged heavy.
Go for it.
Because
Yes, that's a good one. that
holy
sucked.
shit!
That was all
Oh.
advantages and all failures.
Oof.
Oh, come
There
on!
you go. Well,
No
you got a
problem.
triumph. So you can give yourself or another ally an upgrade. You can give them a downgrade.
What kind of downgrade can I give them?
You'd upgrade their difficulty, I guess. So
Yeah, you know what?
can-
Upgrade their difficulty, so at least that way they're distracted, and so it's an easier time to get
Right.
over to them.
Your shot's a little low. You're not used to because this has no targeting system, right? It's all eyeballs. So you fire your shot a little low. It skims into the walkway. Throws up some stone bricks, but it's gonna get in their way. All right, there's a third PC slot.
Okay. Right.
You have an opening, Marth.
You
Yeah,
could
this is
reload it
slow
so we
fire.
doesn't have to do slow firing.
Nah.
No, I mean it would still be slow firing.
Okay.
Still be
Crank it
slow
back.
fire.
Yeah, but what I'm
I
saying is
have
that
to-
Kavis can walk
Yeah,
over
well-
there.
Walk.
I guess I'll
Sorry,
I'll
you know what I mean.
I'll double move over there.
It's kind of like that those slasher films where the killer's never seen actually running. He just walks, but he's always there.
Just walks.
Seems like he's
over-
fucking teleporting.
walks over there with his lightsaber drawn to his side. He's like,
It reminds me of a funny thing where it's like, oh, it turns out like when people like checked over the first like few Friday the 13th movies, like Jason runs actually a bunch of times. It's like,
okay. Okay. Well, just doing the movement thing over there.
Alright.
And then, let's see. I don't actually want to spend 2 strength
Fair.
attack. How much strength do I have? 0 right now? Yeah, 0.
Can you imagine how
Did
scary it
I
is?
do
It's like,
that?
oh shit, we need to reload the ballista, and a Jedi is slowly menacing, walkingly towards us.
Yeah,
He's
so
just
pretty
standing
much
there,
slow
menacing.
slow messing walking, and I'm just there, and I'll slash them. So spend 2 to do an action.
I'm gonna move my hand away from my mouse so I don't keep looking at gifts.
Probably for the best.
Solid choice.
Any setback from this? No, because I'm in the tower.
Yep, you're in there. Like somewhere.
Okay, you, okay. This is a surprising, yes.
Where you do a Marvel and you destroy all of them in one hit.
Well, there are 5 of
3
them now.
advantage!
Also, you jinxed it, Axe. That is
Thanks
a
lot,
full-blown
Axe.
jinxing. But also, there are like 5 of them, so I don't. It would be very unlikely he'd actually do like 25 points total of damage and get them all. But yes. So you got 3 advantage to spend.
I'm just looking at this.
You could
Or
gain
already
a melee
spent
defense
all
for a
the. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, so one advantage things. Don't think really. No single part thing doesn't really work in this saying.
You could break a ballista.
Don't have anything.
Could just break the ballista. Yeah.
Wait, could I do?
Yeah, no,
I
that's a
don't think
significant
it
narrative
break-
advantage.
You do have Sunder.
Wait, is this like significant advantage is?
Well, you were
Under
discussing. I don't know,
sport
but
canvas.
yeah, that could be a thing. But no, just whatever.
Which one's the significant narrative advantage? Is that the triumph one?
I have the table here.
Hold
It
on,
is-
I have to pause it to roll back. Hold on. How many?
Yes, that is- it
points
is
of
the triumph
silence?
one.
Stop. We don't care. Do the thing. Pick a thing. I think it's
Okay.
getting short now.
I'm going.
Okay, pick them.
I'm going to spend the 3 advantage to get melee defense.
Okay, cool. You have +1 melee defense. All right. I can't scroll back in the timeline to check how many points of seconds that was, just to not actually look at that, but to think about whether that was the response. Okay.
Sorry. So, Camo's the other one has it gone.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I have to yawn. But one of them gets to go first. Let's see. There's one guy left on Aramaa, but Camo hasn't gone yet, so he might not be able to do anything. But also, actually. Oh wait, is Lucky still gone though?
No, I'm back.
I think that one guy left with you will attempt to punch you.
All right.
Just because Camo gets to go next, so he might get deleted before he gets a chance to do anything in his life. So, Papa, you have 2 defense?
Yes, and my sense is still in effect.
Okay. Wait, didn't you say you...
No,
dropped
you're
that?
right. No, I dropped it. You're right now.
Okay.
I have not.
Just double checking. So, just 2 per and 2 sir. Okay. Yeah, he should spend his maneuver to aim. He doesn't have to engage. He can aim. All dice rolls cancel out.
Okay.
Hope you like that Foley, kids.
That's a pretty good
Ineffectual
Foley.
slap fight. Okay. Now it's a PC slot. Now Camo must go.
Oh, let's see. Can I just teleport to the other tower and take cover?
Yeah?
Actually, I guess I do the don't move and I take the train to just slap the guy with the Veskad.
Yeah, probably.
Probably for the best. I'll just take the train and do that. Okay.
Shall attempt to tweef him in Clane. Yeah, I know. I rolled with it. I really fucked that first bit up.
Don't worry.
No defense.
Until you pointed out, I thought you were correct.
So I
Hey.
hit for
Two successes.
8 damage.
Okay.
I think that's enough, actually.
Yeah, he already has 2 wounds, so that is enough for
Great.
his strength. So he just stabs him. Shunk.
My brain was like, yeah, tweave him. That's what you do.
I started trying to say cleave him in twain, but I fucked up the first part. Then my brain was just like, "Fuck it, roll with it." It's like when I told Lucky I was gonna gram some dinner. I was like, "You know what that says, right?" And I'm like, "Fuck,
The
I'm gonna
NP's
post
the
it.
dinner. Yes.
I'll post it anyway. I don't care." Yeah. So no. This basically what happens is this guy, rushes up to Aramaa, goes to slap her ineffectually, and then just Camo slides out of screen and just stab, thunk, blur. He is dead.
He goes to do the ineffectual slap at Aramaa, and there's like a Beskad sword through his hands. Like, oh shit!
So now there's 5 guys going to punch Kavis. So
There's only one PC slot. Yeah.
They're gonna give
At
you
least I
delicious
have my
sandwich.
lightsaber out.
Yes.
so
Well, it's
you
funny,
get
I
plus
wanna
1
make
defense,
the-
so you have 3 total, right? I believe.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yes.
I want to make a
Alright.
5 guys joke, but we don't have that down here, so I can't make it. The
Well,
comparison.
that's my advantage.
So that
It's
is
the damage.
6 damage before soak.
6 damage. I'll just take that wound.
Not that bad.
You get a little scuffed up as they, you are literally mobbed by 5 guys punching, kicking, biting, slapping, knees, elbows.
The
Yeah,
works.
like, ow.
One guy kicks your shin.
Oh no!
Not the shit.
And
Well,
it's now the
okay,
top
well,
of the round.
well,
This is
now.
the last group of guys, so
I'll go.
Take that to your back face.
Okay.
web shot your side face.
I'm going to double aim.
Do anything to improve that damage cap.
Not just
Then you
Sadly, not that you're very far in Soresu, but I don't think Soresu has any sweet moves for this situation.
Not really. It's all defensive based.
Yeah.
It's like nothing that's.
Now,
Defensive
if
good.
these 5, if Boots was here and these 5 guys were trying to beat him up and you were really good at Soresu, you could be like, no, don't do that.
3 success, 1 advantage, 1 triumph. So that's 9 for each one.
Alright, that's,
So that's
Take a
at
two of
least
them, I think.
1 guy.
yeah, that's 1 guy, and then most of another guy, 80%.
Oh yeah, now I could actually do the something vital, like just.
Oh yeah, if you want to disable the ballista, or you could crit and just
But-
kill a second dude.
I'll just kill a second dude, and then I'll use that advantage to heal strain.
So you just do another big sweeping cleave and take out 2 of them and, most of another guy. And that's used.
It's like, come at me.
It's like,
So what? So Omega, did you say that I am medium from that tower?
yes.
Okay, in which case I like to aim and then fire my shotgun at the group of people that
Okay.
Kavis is fighting.
You're going to have to take
Okay,
the strain from that because you got to take a maneuver to get off the ballista.
Yes.
And of course,
Let me
you
lock down.
Upgradeth. They do have cover, so there's 2 setbacks, but you aimed for one more boost. Don't forget
Okay.
your red.
Yep. So one.
That's
purple,
okay.
one
If you
red.
roll enough advantage to blast, you can actually also BT dubs. Don't be careful about blasting because also Kavis is engaged too.
Yeah, I am aware. But, oh wait, and superior, so one automatic success?
One advantage.
One automatic advantage, yeah, there we go. Thank you. I keep
Oh,
forgetting
you're
that
forgetting.
part.
Yeah, superior's great.
Yeah, so one red, one purple?
And then 2 setbacks. Yeah, you got 'em.
Set back.
Wow.
Okay, so you don't.
Once
Ow.
again, only advantage.
Technically, you can still hit one of the minion groups with blast because you missed. That doesn't hit everybody, just the guy you missed with 3 advantage.
But does that mean that Kavis is still caught in the blast?
No,
Well,
because it
in
only
which
affects
case-
the target you missed.
In which case, yeah, blast.
So that's 5. So that will, that'll basically kill the one guy Kavis wounded.
And then whichever remaining advantage I have, which I believe is 3, will just heal my strain, I guess.
No, it's
If
2.
that's
So you
alright.
need 3 blast. 3 to activate blast if you miss.
Oh, wait, okay, I only have 2 strain anyway.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Okay.
don't accidentally make a 20, me.
Kavis, you pause slightly as a pile of 8-gauge buckshot flies in the room. Takes out a guy.
Oh,
Moves on.
It moves on and, leaves the room, opens the door.
okay then. That was a
Mind me, pardon me, excuse me, fuck you, pardon me.
No, bolts are just automatically. Pardon me, F you.
All right.
Cheerio, next day.
So, there's one PC slot. So here's an interesting thing. If you actually pop open your map,
Yes.
you are on the wall. Basically, there's now a medium length of wall between you and the next tower on the opposite side. It's not quite drawn that way, but I'm imagining that there's basically basically imagine the front part that's inside the walls is the steps, and then there's basically an archway over the steps, and that's the actual entrance. So you guys can basically cut across the top of the Great Hall to the upper
okay.
tower.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. So we could just
Okay.
probably cut
Zoran
across
or
and
Camus.
follow them.
Camus? Camo could just sprint to Kavis.
Yeah.
Because you guys can probably see and slightly hear noises over there.
You can definitely see those glowy stick thing.
You hear at least one Wilhelm scream, because of course you do.
I mean, you heard 3 in a row when Camo threw those guys off the tower.
Just interplayed over each
Did they
other.
land in the castle or out of the castle?
No, they landed on the really sharp point rocks. That's
Okay.
Camo.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
You
I
guys
felt that
want
one.
Alright, so, I'm sorry, is it the top of the round, or is just...
No, this is PC slot number
3.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
But basically, it's the left-hand team has to go. So I've clarified that you guys can now meet up with the right-hand team.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll run if you.
Yeah, go for it, run.
All right, let's just run. Try again. I'll take straight and do this again.
Run, rabbit, run.
Just see access.
I might actually go
Yeah.
for multiple opponents after this instead of Sixth Sense. But we'll see.
I mean,
This
in
is
the
actually-
middle of this adventure, very much multiple opponents would be a good idea.
Yeah, just extra boost die.
Cresting the hill. Camo comes in, saves the day.
Average, no
Rise,
setbacks. So I think it
slides.
should be like this. Okay, that's 11
See,
damage.
he actually rolls successes on his rolls.
That's 11 damage.
11 damage.
That's just another dude, right?
Yeah, because they have 5. So
I don't know, but this Taco Bell just seems weird. Fuck.
Oh, I've never had Taco Bell.
It's bad, but I'm used to it, so I like it.
Nah,
that's honestly that's most fast food. It's
Yeah.
not great,
Well-
but if you're used to it,
Then again, you guys are utterly confused by the fact we have a place called Red Rooster down here, which is what
I've heard of that.
we're confused by Red Rooster.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I remember I mentioned Red Rooster, and someone was like, "What the fuck?"
So
Well,
I
that's
think
just people
Camo
being
rushes in and then just like
Yeah, you should just stab a guy in the back. Like Snickers.
Nothing
is very
personal,
Oh.
kid.
I think it's kind of like that where it's like stab to the back and then can't push prise him off the leg.
good. So that
Hey,
is
random
there's
silence. I'll
there's
take
what
this.
2 guys left.
Yeah, 2 guys left.
I had two. Yeah.
One
and then one.
Yeah, sure. We'll put them at last. They're last. PC. Aramaa, do you want to get on this melee à trois?
Yeah, I'll do it again, so let me spend 2 strain, so I can make 2 maneuvers in an action. I'm up to 7 now. No, I don't like that. That's too high, I need no strain.
Is that only a third of your strain?
Yeah, it's a third, but still. If you haven't noticed, I spend strain like water.
I mean, that
you
is
have a lot
that
of
is
it.
very much how Jedimans go.
I will not
Like, phenomenal cosmic power, you're gonna get stressed out.
So,
You do straight thresholds. Actually, not really, because you guys usually are big on will, but
I mean, I only got like 15 strain threshold. I'm gonna get like 16 max.
Yeah, no, we'll just leave it like this.
I'm at 14 strain threshold.
I don't.
Actually, I probably get 17 max. Actually,
I won't, man. Let's not do too crazy. I'll spend my 2 light side pips that I got to negate the 1 threat and bring me up to 2 successes. So that'll make my damage 8 and 8 pierce 3, and that's just where I'm gonna leave it.
all right. Aramaa flies in, punches a guy. I'm gonna go ahead and call the combat. There's one singular guy left. He's surrounded by 3 people.
and like 1 gun distance with shotgun.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and skedaddle down the tower. Are you guys gonna stop him?
Yes.
Okay. How are you going to stop him?
Guess tackle him.
Okay. It's probably it for him. He's tackled.
I just wonder if we could just think with Camo quick draws and just shoots the guy in the leg.
Probably. You get quick draw. Actually, you don't even need a quick draw. You still got the other gun in your other hand.
Right.
You can just shoot him.
Shoot him in the leg.
Yeah.
All right. He takes a tackle or a leg shot and tumbles and lands on the hard rock floor and is incapacitated.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have defeated all 4 towers and all the ballistas are yours.
Yay!
Now
Make our way back down to the courtyard.
Okay.
And now we have the
Everybody should roll post-encounter strain recovery.
Oh, yes. Discipline, right?
plain or cool.
Yes.
I have way more
the
dice.
4 towers. The sequel everybody's been waiting for.
2 success, 2 advantage, 1 triumph.
Wow.
This is a lot of 2s.
Interesting. Well, my usual long-standing rule on strain recurs, if you roll a triumph, you can double it or something. So.
Okay, so now I'm down to 0.
I guess. It's fine. I'll come back to 2 strain.
I don't need to roll because I already got myself down to 0 strain.
All right, cool. You're fine. Okay.
But I will take a moment to mark down 1 tally mark. Mm-hmm. We did lose a guy.
Yep.
But at least save your general, so he did what he was trained to do. So at least it was
he went down like a hero, but he also totally ate it.
Yes.
It still sucks ass.
Yeah.
All right.
There's probably the action music switches to just a couple of somber notes. And you see the guy lying there. Then it's like,
oh, and I have 7 strain.
He's gonna get commemoration next to his name.
Well, yeah, I imagine he's going to be carried onto one of the transport ships when we land them.
Yeah.
Just so he's out of the way and ready to be brought back.
Hang on, yeah, if I just add my 2 light to my successes and spin one of those triumphs, that's 8 strain. So I'll heal that. So I'm back down to 0. All right, and then heal my 1 wound. But yes, I'll send a couple clones to unstick our fallen brethren, and then I'm gonna call in the transports to come make a landing.
All right. Is really Valkyrie's public domain?
I think it should be.
Probably not. They're probably going to do the dumb thing that every classical music does, which is like, okay, so the music is public domain, but our performance is not. Excuse you, and I'll be like, fuck you guys. There's like 50 million of you. You're not getting paid for this.
Okay, hold on.
Isn't
While
it like
the song of the Valkyries is public domain, each individual recording of it is covered by copyright.
That's fucking dumb. Stop it. Anyway, we won't play it, but Invisible Space Ride of the Valkyries plays. Because I think you got like 4 more of these. And we'll even say the ones at the dock lift up too. So, yeah.
We still have that shift that's in there too.
Oh yeah, let's check that before we end the session. I think.
End the session.
What are we doing on the time? We're doing the clock.
We're only about 2.5 hours. We just got plenty of time. So yeah, gunships swoop in, pop doors, clones pile out. 1 clone is piled in.
No.
Well, we lost 1 of the whole.
That actually hit hard. Oh no.
No, I mean it has been quite a long time since you guys lost a guy. Mm-hmm. I think it was since maybe the Big Hills fight where just some ancillary clones got killed. And this was an actual personal oh shit, that guy was with me. He is dead now.
Yes. Aramaa will definitely be taking a moment.
Dumb question.
Yeah.
We haven't got into it yet, but you mentioned that random transport that's one of the hut ships is on the landing pad.
Yeah.
And has a gun turret on top.
Mhm.
Would it seem like the kind of thing where I could just basically like move it and aim at like the main hall doors or something?
Oh yeah, no, it's got a 360 turret. You could totally get in there if you want to be unsubtle. You also, however, do have like 150 guys here now.
Well, just mean it's
You know.
like an opening gambit, just one or two volleys, and then like, okay, hop out.
Sure.
To really fuck them up.
But yeah,
Probably
so
wait
you've
till
got
they're
your squads assembled. They've got all this stuff. They got big guns. They got small guns. They got knives. They got sticks. They got grenades.
I gotta walk.
Did they
One guy
check like
does
the
in
inside of
Phantom.
like the ship? There's nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, are you guys checking out the ship?
Yeah, let's secure the ship.
I'll at
Okay.
least give my suggestion to Aramaa. Like, no sassy bitch baby this time. But
Well,
we'll
at the
just-
very least, we should secure the ship just to make sure there are no.
Okay, you tactically secure the ship. There's nobody in it
Very good.
since you guys already did that bit.
The keys are still in the ignition.
It's powered down, but yeah, basically, it's a an open-ended transport. It's
Okay,
still
so
5.
this-
It's got some stuff. It's in.
Oh, cool!
Lords
Another
of No
ship
Huda.
for the team, I guess.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with a fucking slave transport ship.
I don't know. We got 2 ships now.
Yeah, it holds a lot of people, but it's not exactly comfortable.
Who knows?
Or
If we
just
find
sell it.
slaves here, we have a way of getting them out.
Anyway, so the main doors, what do they look like?
Actually, no, I'm dumb. Actually, I gotta go back because I just realized I completely forgot about my own plot points.
Oh,
Because actually, since you guys were making a little bit of a ruckus, we should probably do a thing. It is associated with the courtyard because I forgot about it. So actually, and honestly, this doesn't matter because so you signal them to come in. Where are they supposed to be setting down? Like, are they gonna like orbit and pick other spots? Are they all gonna like line up at the far end? Are you trying to park them right by the stairs up to the grand hall?
Not by the standby Greyhound, basically. I'm imagining maybe setting up next against the walls.
Okay.
Like maybe like over the garden. If they squish some of the stuff on the garden, I'm not gonna care.
Okay. So kind of out on the sides. All right. So, as they kind of come in this big, kind of wing-like formation and scooch to the outsides, you guys hear a kind of big, just like a, kind of a loud rising hum, just like.
Oh no!
And that big tall tower next to the grand hall, kind of like changes shape a little bit. It's got like a little dome at the top, and then there's like a spire or something. The spire kind of sticks up further and kind of fans out and starts glowing.
What?
Blue.
Oh my god!
Is it a shield?
No. And then there's it
Oh,
starts firing lightning.
Cannon.
The lightning
And
guns.
cannon's a little. I mean, it's a stick. It's not a cannon.
It's a reverse lightning rod.
Good.
Reverse
Yeah.
lightning rod is a much
Reverse.
better analogy.
yeah.
As basically it starts glowing and arcing electricity, and it's on the left-hand side. It doesn't seem to have like a universal range, but the couple of transports that were sticking over towards the garden on the other side are like have to rapidly veer off, and they start saying stuff like, "Get electrical interference! It's bad! It's real bad!" It's like.
So when you say, sorry, pardon me, when you say the tower on the left hand side, you mean the one that's the
There is
not
no
fully
tower on
formed
the other
circle?
side.
Oh, okay, never
It's
mind. I'm
the
an
small
idiot.
circle thing.
Yep.
It's why
okay.
it's why the map is asymmetric,
Oh, that whole thing.
or it would be the right hand side. Yeah, actually, forgetting.
Okay.
You're
Oh, like
looking at it
that
from
one
that
tall
way.
tower. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
The observation tower.
Yeah, that's why I was confused, but okay, thank you.
No, I got it. I remember.
Gotcha.
I don't remember where the right and left is. Actually, hold on. Let me do a general roll. I think Clone's pretty good at this. So, we're Clone pilots. So, what's the stats on the it's only -1. So,
The LWT.
Ooh. Okay. They do 15 system strain. So yeah, one of them gets like a bolt, like a lick of lightning, and just like, whoa, instruments are going crazy. Hold on, gotta break off. And they fly around in circles. So you got maybe half your force down on the ground, and now you have a navigational hazard in the form of this large reverse lightning rod object.
Oh no.
Okay, I guess the next thing is taking care of
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna go in
Dumb question. In the turret on this transport
Really
ship,
wanna shoot
can
the
I
turret.
see Well, yeah. But
So
can I
the
see
ship is powered down right now. You
Damn
don't know what happens if you power it up.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, no, like it's sparking and licking out, and well, I mean, are you guys moving around?
What?
Try for forces on the ground, and if there's all of a sudden a fucking lightning tower, I think we should probably get out from open thing. I don't know if it can reach us down here, but I'm not willing to.
It totally can reach you down there.
Oh yeah, then we gotta position.
So what we're gonna do is I'll yell at the remaining LATs that are not here to break off. We're encircling, find to get out of that range, and we're gonna take the course we have and try to take down that tower.
All right. Well, the only way to the tower, unless you want to climb out another wall and run over some really sharp point rocks, is to go through the main hall.
Okay.
Main hall.
Yeah.
I would like all of you to make me a hard athletics check to sprint across the courtyard.
All right, here we go.
As yes, in fact, the lightning tower device does totally reach all the way down here.
Yay!
Now, you will notice for people, it throws out much smaller bolts.
Man, this is like the Emperor's wet dream. It just shoots out lightning.
Oh no, Lucky.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, I don't.
It's not. I will tell you, it's not permanent. But you in particular will not like what happens if you get struck by this lightning. You will take 10 strain.
I guess we just take the light side point. Spluck.
Technically I rolled a failure, but I could do things to. I have to fully fail the check, don't I? I can't.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So
If you want to do your flip, you're gonna have to suck it up and take the 10.
I don't think you should because you're a Jedi, man.
Oh shit! I wasn't paying attention to Destiny.
all right. So this is what I'm gonna. Wait, no.
Well, I mean, he has to take 1 strain and flip one of your last remaining points to actually succeed.
Yeah, it's that or 9 strain. More strain.
Yeah. So I'll take the fucking strain. I'll just do it. I'll just
All
try
right,
and make it up next time. But that means
Marth negated everything. Axe does take 1 strain because you're sprinting, but that's fine. Loth succeeded. So, yeah, Aramaa, you have a close encounter of the lightning kind. You take 10 strain. Ow. As just zorp, blurm.
Technically,
I would have taken out someone else.
I'm trying to think if I can turn that 3 advantage into something. I'm just not sure.
You don't have any strain prior to the check, do you?
Huh? No. I was topped off.
Guessing the
honestly, you probably want to make sure you have minimal failures, just so you
Okay,
don't.
then I'll cover
too much.
It might ignore soak.
Yes, it does
Something-
ignore soak.
Okay.
Yeah, because lightning.
You suffer
I
10
would
strain.
I would like to reflect the lightning.
Okay, but it's still strain damage. Well, strain,
I know.
so.
I'm
Anyway, yeah, rough guesstimation. Though clearly somebody could probably make some kind of knowledge check to try and figure out what the fuck. But the rough guess appears to be drawn to electricity, which includes bioelectricity.
Okay.
But it seems to be maybe semi-proportional, because obviously, like I said, the LAT took 10 system strain, but you took 10 strain. So, it's cool.
Fine, we'll make it.
Anyway, yes, you guys are all bundled up in front of the Great Hall.
Okay.
There's a big door. It's a massive building with sharply sloped roofs, secured and barred doors. You're going to need to force those open somehow.
We still got shape charges?
No, we used them all. But the question is, how's it shut? Does it
They're probably big double doors with a bar.
double doors with a bar?
That we can skullduggery it.
I mean,
I don't think
Depending
you have
on-
a big enough pick, unfortunately. Like, theoretically, yeah, but you need, some hooligan bars and shit.
I would need some I need some lift bars and shit. I guess put a lightsaber between the door to break the bar.
idea.
The lightsaber pry bar.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be necessarily a pry bar. The idea is we lightsaber through the door and a pry bar.
So we could just push the doors open.
I don't know. It depends on how thick the main door is.
Yeah.
I mean, it appears to mostly be maybe wood with, some metal relief. Like, it's secured, but it's not, not armored. Because these are the main hall doors. Like, they have to go in and out of these all the time.
Yeah, so let's try just lightsabering, if we can lightsaber the bar behind it.
Yeah, you can cut it open.
Yeah, so just jam the lightsaber in the crack between the two doors and see if I can laser it down.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
It's now a big old heavy door, though. So.
Yep. Get all the clones. Well, I'll get several clones, not all the clones. That's like 75 clones. But hang on, I'll get my squad of 5 guys. Just be like 3 on each. Just be 1, 2, push.
And yeah, just. The doors swing open. Inside, you find basically one long singular room. You see rows of stone benches and tables. Antique tapestries of Bando Gora iconography hang from the ceiling. And at the end of the room, there's a massive statue of a robed woman with a skull face. There's a ritual brazier under her. You do see some side rooms and some alcoves, but you can't look at them too close. Because the moment you slide open and there's a couple flashes of lightning in the side, you just see all those red eyes. There's dozens, maybe even 100 of these guys in here.
Nice combat time.
Just stacked up. And you see one guy with one of their skull masks with the glowing blue eyes, a captain with a plasma staff, just raise it and then just point forward silently as the mob just boils up at you. Yes, this will be a mass combat style check. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think what is your type of check for this. There'll be a couple things here, but I gotta figure it out. Okay. So you got about 75. You got about half your force. So let me double check the mass combat setup. So you will start with let's start with significant for you as well. I know you're at half force, but there's no reason to be too mean. So your grins is 2, and you upgrade that for your leadership.
Is the company already?
Because of the clone inhibitor chip, that's upgraded again, right?
No, I don't think so, because this is more about mass combat than specific orders.
Okay.
Your enemy force is also significant, because there's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. It is upgraded once for the captain's leadership, so that's red-purple. And they have a fortified position, so it'll give you 2 setback dice to this. So, the rest of you guys should basically make a check to be like, what are you doing in this mass combat? Mm-hmm. Obviously, you could try and basically do your part to fight them directly, or at least keep yourself safe with combat checks, but you could also do other stuff, like, athletics to, run around and dodge, mechanics to, make improvised cover, or whatever. So you guys are not getting beat up by waves of guys.
Yeah, so let's see if I take a backline. I wonder if I can do a sniper shot at, their captain.
You can fire into their backline, yes.
Yes.
I'll probably need to take cover behind the thing, as, the arm. I guess, the platoon takes, up.
Yeah, I'll take up a position behind cover and just fire my shotgun. Hopefully get some blasting going off.
Okay. Roll.
But I'll just try to provide some general support.
Roll an average ranged heavy chart, then.
What would be trying to set up, cover and whatnot, be for mechanics?
You want it's average. Everything's average.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that.
Okay, this is with my my shotgun, right? So I can have my boost die.
Yeah, sure. Do your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, cool.
Does mine count as a cold shot?
You're not doing a cold shot.
Okay.
Okay, nothing. Just 4 advantage.
Ooh, okay. Kavis, you're probably only rolled 1 failure, so you're probably going to take a wound in the ants that are fighting. You attempt to build cover, but get beat up.
Can I use that advantage for anything?
No, because you asked.
Okay.
Lucky.
I'm ready.
Go ahead and roll me that mass combat.
Okay.
The clones mostly shoot at stuff and are not beat up by guys. Kavis does take a couple ancillary punches as he's trying to, flip over tables and, turn benches into cover. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I forgot to add my force points.
Yeah, go ahead and roll those. That's good. Otherwise, this is very interesting.
I have, when you said Kavis is building cover, I imagine he's building a sandcastle. People just coming over, just punching.
That's much better.
Oh, yeah, so I'll do, actually, let me double check. What is the game that you use the mask combat? The thing?
Doesn't what happened to me apply to you, so because you asked, you don't get to use it?
Well, no, I'm looking it up.
I was more asking if, you had an idea, because I was looking it up, too, so...
Well, you're not doing a mass combat check, so that doesn't matter.
Alright,
And it's just... It's this is your don't get beat up check. You take one, Kavis.
Okay.
Because you are individual mans in a pressive battle.
I know I'm going to use my advantage. I'm not asking if I can use advantage. I'm more curious of what can I spend it on.
Yeah, because you'll want to spend minimum 2 to succeed.
Yes.
Obviously. And then probably one more to not get threat. Then the question is, do you want one advantage or do you want to succeed more?
Yes. Oh, here it is.
It's going through the PDF.
Is this mass combat going to be multiple checks or is it?
No, this is it.
Okay, this is it. Okay.
Yeah, this is just can you take the main hall? It's kind of it's mass combat like, but it's very compact. Not that there may
like a mass
not be
skirmish.
more of these, but yeah.
I don't have any triumphs. So...
And I think this is probably where we'll call it for the session, just because this will be a nice dramatic moment. Because I believe you will succeed.
I wanted to do a dumb joke because the leader guy like silently pointed at us. I wanted to just silently point. If he ever looked in my direction, just silently point at him, be like,
Oh,
Sure.
my God. The three advantage advantages. The active force disables an important piece of enemy hardware, destroying heavy equipment or item equipment that provides the enemy force with a...
Nope, you can't do the thing. You gotta.
Okay.
You don't even know what that thing is, or I mean, you know where it is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I'm just asking.
No, it's fair,
So-
but yeah, this is like I said, it's a little localized.
So,
This is
yeah,
taking
I'm just gonna
me
go
on.
with, let's go with just more success. So, one light side point to negate the threat, and 3 to bring it up to success, and that's it.
All right, so in a pitched probably 15-minute skirmish, you just get in there and take the hall. Probably moving on. So yeah, the Aramaa gets to take out the captain in a fight, or maybe she blocks him for a second, and because he did roll out of advantage, Camo can shoot him because he likes that. And you rout the enemy. Probably a small amount, like maybe 8 dozen of them, like squirrel away into one of the side rooms or side buildings, but mostly they're taken out. They are probably mostly dead, but that's because that's what happens when you have a mass combat with blasters,
pew, 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 pew.
Several of the tapestries have been shot up or set on fire, some of the tables are like smashed or blasted, but you have taken the main hall, and now have kind of a moment to kind of collect yourself, get everybody back together.
Sorry, I hope I didn't miss it. What happened to the officer guy?
He got shot or stabbed or something, nobody cares.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just worried about the leadership.
I was gonna be more of this.
Yep.
But yeah. So, once you take a moment to kind of appreciate everything, it's got the setup I described. There's a big statue, brazier, whatever. And basically, you do see those side rooms now. The clones probably tactically clear them as part of your taking over the hall. They're not really of any tactical consequence. They just kind of feel almost like little, like religious or even funerary alcoves, or just like they're like little quiet side spaces where you could like store stuff, or you could assemble quietly and whatever. They're there so that people don't have to necessarily clutter up the main hall, I guess.
Yes.
Standard architectural functions. There are 3 primary exits. And kind of, I think that's where we'll stop, where you guys consider them. So, behind the statue, there's a big set of doors to the inner courtyard. To the left, there's a set of doors which go to it's a lower and smaller, but it's still a pretty big rectangular building, which, according to markings, is the barracks house. And then there's a doorway out onto a little walkway. Sorry, I stepped on something. Which would be ironic considering I've been sitting here for like 3 hours. Anyway, that actually leads out to like an open walkway and stairway up to the observatory tower, which, as you know, currently has a lightning thingy. So you guys will probably want to take some of your guys. The path is unfortunately a little narrow for you to take all 70 guys, and storm the tower.
Storm the tower.
Is the one on the left or the one on the right the one that's preventing the rest of our troops from coming in?
There's only one on the left, my dude.
The observation tower is the thing that is stopping them. The barracks are not a tower, and therefore not doing it.
Yeah, what does the barracks rise?
Alright, so we go right, then we go left, then we go... Then we, get everyone, then we go forward.
Yep. Something
Sounds
like
like
that.
a plan.
Yep.
Alright,
Yeah.
so, I will describe to you the first wave to work out there. So you see the observatory tower. It's tall, and there's a lovingly narrow walkway suspended several meters above the jagged surface below. There are definitely 100% no railings.
Damn.
How does that work?
It's called There's No OSHA.
Ugh.
And also, honestly, most of these types of structures don't have railings. It's called Don't Fall Off, Dumbass. If you fall off a castle, God intended for you to fall off that castle.
I wonder if we could tactically make railings.
We don't. Why?
We don't have.
So clearly, because Axe is so paranoid about this, he now has to make a coordination check.
I'm making a joke.
We'll just use their corpses as railings. Just stack them up.
None of room for that. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. You guys see your little narrow walkway up to the tower with its freaky lights and stuff. Luckily, it's pretty short, so you don't have to worry too much about how much you have to dead sprint over there and get in there. And that is, I think, where we will call this session.
Okay.
Let's see. So you took out 4 towers. You actually breached the gate. Took out the towers. You took the courtyard in the main hall. Let's call it 15.
All right.
Loth is, of course, being skipped. I think for the whole of this arc, he'll be skipped. Anybody got any motivations?
I guess expertise lightsaber.
Sure.
I guess we do. We worry about duty at the end of this whole thing.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like I triggered my duty.
Don't think I hit my motivation at the very least. Like, yes, I was sad that the clone died, but I didn't go out of my way.
You didn't
or
really
anything.
do anything about it, no.
Yes.
Like, if you had, like, abandoned Kavis to, like, run across the courtyard and try and save his life, that would be a thing. But that, while very in character, would have been very dumb.
It also probably would have gotten you killed.
Well, the other thing is, like, I've said this before, like, Boots views Aramaa and Kavis as part of the family, so he wouldn't abandon Kavis. He's like, nope, not
Right.
not
And
getting...
that guy wouldn't want you to abandon your commander to save his life.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, anybody else with motive?
Try permission.
Thinking if Aramaa got hers.
They'll carry more people.
People are counting on me. I am leading people into combat, and as always, I'm leading from the front. When the lightning tower did shut, I wasn't like, no, land anyway. I was like, no, get safe, get back, wait. And we're gonna be all like, no.
Yeah, and I think you did do a lot of, like, single-handed charging.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have your extra 5. Alright.
I think Camo got, like, I left the door, Camo, I remember, like, where Camo went from, like, the bottom of the tower to the top of the tower, and then basically opened the door being like, I would do, and, like, he gets this fucking...
Yes, you
Yeah,
also
punch.
charged forward to accomplish your goals a lot, and I think it's also fair to, like, retroactively, you were separate from the team to do your own thing, even though that did technically put you at danger that you didn't know about.
Yeah, it's like, I was also,
So
I could have been the first
you went out
target
to
for
go
the
do
ballistic.
your objectives and stuff multiple times, so I think that counts too. Okay,
Cool.
everybody got that stuff? Alright. Aramaa, I can go ahead and bank what's left for conflict for later, because of the whole thing.
My conflict is unchanged, so.
I already know what I'm buying with my XP. I'm buying the next 2 control upgrades for sense.
I think I can.
So I will go ahead and yawn very much.
No!
And then I will stop the recording. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Good night.